Erwin Mardakov eyed the disheveled group of outsiders entering his tavern not 2 hours after their departure for some dangerously impulsive stealth mission. He counted 6 heads. They had all made it back. Good. Despite their reckless involvement in Vallaki politics, Erwin harbored a fondness for the earnest party, finding their slightly too loud conversations on past and future plans to be endearing, hopeful even. This lot might actually prompt positive change in the city. He glanced at his other regular customer, a peculiar bard who preferred the solitude of a shady corner. He was eavesdropping as well. There was nothing to be done about that, but Erwin wasn't concerned. The bard had always provided pleasant and honest company, and Erwin was far too familiar with the appearance of a dishonest smile. He hoped the outsiders would also learn to discern friend from foe in Vallaki before they learn the hard way.
So as we left off last time, you guys all sit down. Enya is at the table drinking some beer and like wiping gallons of sweat off her forehead. We're all sitting down weary.
Nursing a migraine.
To Brunjorn's piercing gaze.
Well, Brunjorn, we have some news. It turns out Lady Wachter is a demon worshiper, and she would like to sacrifice you and spill your blood to usher in the sun.
She's also a necromancer.
Also,
and this is very important, Cithrin said my chin looked better than yours.
I feel like if that was... Okay, here's what... That was the most unconvincing presentation I've ever heard in my life. You really expect me to believe that, right?
I mean, look at my chin!
Oh, yeah, that's
Obviously.
the most believable part, honestly. That's it? That's all you're gonna say?
She has a demon.
She is a demon. His name is Manifesto. That
He's
actually
not a
got
demon.
canon changed.
Everybody's got a demon.
So deep.
What? Hold on.
Please,
Where's my
Brunjorn is
demon
full of
familiar?
demons.
Please, post source.
You want sources?
We broke into her house.
Okay, so in her private journals in a secret room of her house in a locked box that we managed to pick and open and read her journals, she talks about specifically spilling the blood of the sacrifice, who is the stranger who enters the city and represents the sun.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, obviously my blood's gonna be spilled because we're gonna be fighting people. Duh.
Yeah, as a sacrifice.
She said as a
All of your
sacrifice. Every bit of it.
Hey, all of my blood.
Yes. She said she would kill you.
That's an important distinction. You guys just said my blood would be spilled. I mean, that's
She
not-
said as a sacrifice.
As a sacrifice.
Yeah, I know. You gotta lay it out entirely because it got.
Yes, we know you're the smartest person.
She also has a necromantic army in her basement made of
Villagers
Dead.
and guards.
Town guards.
Okay. I believe you now. But let me just tell you, if this were a real life situation and you told me that would be a little ridiculous. Just slightly.
yeah, because there aren't necromancers in the world.
No, I'm talking about if you were in this world and you just walk up and be like, so it turns out, and then you just said all that, I'd be a little
I
weird.
think that'd be completely believable.
We did just sneak into their house.
Okay. Yeah, but I actually technically might not even known that. But, I probably did.
No, they literally said to you, "We are going to sneak into her house," and you said, "I will remain here."
Oh.
So you do know that.
Yes,
Just
well,
to clarify.
I didn't know that I know that. I didn't know that I didn't know that I knew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. That's fair.
So, what did Ernst do?
Now we can
It's
see
not a
your
matter of what
situation.
Ernst did. It's a matter of
He
what
was there.
happened to Ernst.
He was there and he made me mad and mad.
Why? What did he say?
He was there.
Yeah, he's just there.
He did not say anything.
Okay, so here's what actually happened. We get to the house. We start casing the joint, as you do. We were walking around it, looking for entry points, looking to see who's inside, what they can see, what kind of hiding spots there are around. When who should show up but Ernst. Fucking Ernst. He apparently was spying on us at the inn here to report back to Lady Wachter that we didn't try to sneak out, which he apparently didn't see us sneak out after, so we got away there. So far, so good. The problem arose when Will and I saw him and figured...
At the same time... Okay, and again, to clarify, this was literally everyone's decision, so you get a little bit of a leeway on that. I watched the VOD. I checked.
That's true. It was everyone. It wasn't just me and Will. That's true. We decided that he would be a good person to impersonate, and so we charged him and knocked him out.
So
and
which one
dragged him away
like
to the bushes.
Ernst? You want to tell me that?
What?
Which one of you looks like Ernst?
It was me.
Enya did.
Enya.
Me?
Enya did.
Man,
He was
you guys
disguising himself.
You guys are just the brain crew, huh? The IQ.
Well, the problem was that Ernst woke up,
Okay.
so we had to knock him out again.
Huh.
And then go hide his body. Well,
In shit town.
his body implies
Lover
that
in shit
it was
town.
not alive, but it was alive. He was alive. So we hid him in shit town, trying to make it seem like he went there and got mugged. And we did.
I got mugged in the process.
Yeah, we did this by having Enya, as she was leaving, tell
Get
Lady
mugged.
Wachter that she was going to shit town.
For a lover.
To
and
see
she
a
had
lover.
business there. This was on Enya to improvise, and let's just credit where it's due. The excuse that she came up with for why Ernst was going to shit town is that he had a lover in shit town, which I believe Lady Wachter did not believe. She seemed a little suspicious, but she let him go. He was followed by Manifesto, the demon familiar, to make sure that that's what happened. So we had to go and quickly come up with a plan to actually make it look like he actually got mugged. So I put on my cloak and pulled up my hood, and I leapt out of a alleyway at Enya, and I beat her up, and then Manifesto flew away, and we switched the bodies.
Wow.
That is exactly what happened.
Oh man. I mean,
That is
okay.
exactly what happened.
Honestly, to be fair though, Enya was put in a very tough spot, did not know anything about the situation because she wasn't there for dinner, and just had to bluff her way through the whole night, and actually managed it.
And she
so
did very well.
very kudos to her.
I did fantastic.
Okay. Okay, so we about to jump Wachter, huh?
What?
We're jumping. We're
No.
jumping.
What? Nah, she does. She
No.
doesn't know.
She doesn't know.
How could she know?
She doesn't have to know.
How could
She's
she
a
know?
worshiper who wants to sacrifice me. I'm a jumper.
Here's the thing, though. In her diaries, in her journals, she said that
Wow,
without
that is
your
incredible.
help, her plans on actual market day would be limited to another rousing speech, trying to convert people to her
Yes.
way of thinking.
So we're gonna
Eventually-
go kill her.
No,
Okay.
No.
we are not. We need more information. So
Her daughter's
plan was
fucking crazy.
potentially
Ah, yes.
to go. Oh yeah, her daughter thinks she's a cat.
Yeah,
The plan potentially was to go now.
and her sons are incredibly
Burgomaster.
misogynistic,
Yeah.
but we already knew that.
What were you saying, Ethan? We're gonna what?
Things happened.
Potentially go and infiltrate the burgomaster's house to get more information.
We play both sides, so we always end up on top.
Get more information about what? What do you
On
want?
the very
information are you
bottom.
looking for?
Well, we need to know what his son did to their daughter.
Why? We don't owe Walker anything. She's a maniacal lunatic. We gotta kill her.
Love how
No.
quickly you turned after this.
She wanted to
Turn
kill
might
me.
leave the party.
I don't know
Oh,
why.
shit.
Whole speech on loyalty.
But like you literally said, she wants to kill, like sacrifice me and kill me for her
Yeah.
sake, like her thing. So why would I not like? Why would I not switch around?
Well, are you scared of her?
No, I'm mad. I want to beat her up. I'll get information
Well,
out of her when I beat her up and then
You
kill her.
sure sound this sure sounds like paladin talk.
I'm not a paladin.
I kind of want to beat her up. I really,
Listen,
really want to kill that
cleric,
demon.
I'm a cleric
Listen.
that hates
Thing.
evil, and demons are included. Okay.
Listen,
You were
listen.
perfectly okay with it like 2 minutes ago.
listen. Any kind of vengeance that takes place is going to be much more satisfying if it is less rash, more thought through, and more informed.
Yeah.
Then, if she's dead, she won't do any more bad things.
What if her death kicks off a revolution?
Kill everyone
makes her a
else.
martyr. Oh yeah,
Kill
we're just gonna kill
everyone.
the entire town.
No,
Great
we'll just
plan.
we'll burn the house down, make it look like an accident.
Arson?
Isaac,
That's
what's
what it's
your
called.
alignment? A lawful neutral?
Uh huh.
Lawful?
Lawful.
These laws these are not the laws.
I don't want to police your alignment, but I just find that amusing.
I'm
Yeah,
just a
I
little.
have
I'm a
some
little.
questions.
I'm a little upset.
You're clearly
A little?
emotional right now, and it's understandable.
Why don't you take
I
some
don't.
time to calm
I
down?
don't have such emotion. I don't have emotion. So
Listen, it's
I am
understandable. We can't all have a chin
cold.
like mine.
Brungord, just a minute. You were drinking, or just a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah,
you
and
were
just a-
drinking in
And just
the
a minute.
compliments from this.
Yes, and also just a minute ago, I had no idea she wanted to kill me. So I feel like I've justifiably changed my opinion. I feel that's kind of obvious why I
I'm
would.
glad you changed your opinion. That
Yeah.
was what we were hoping for. What we were
Yes.
not hoping for
was
a
the violence. Actually, I was hoping for the
rage-fueled
violence, but
vengeance bender. That is not going to help the situation.
She deserves to be ousted.
yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
But-
but like
And
I
you will
don't
be.
think we should burn her house down.
yet,
Okay, I got a better idea.
yet.
We'll
Her
put
daughter
you
is an
don't.
innocent.
we'll put gas in the air vents. No one will know. Okay.
Her daughter is innocent.
How do you
And the
know that?
maids who would
Her
totally
daughter
think
thinks she's a
I was
cat.
hot if they saw me.
Wait, her daughter. So the daughter thinks she's a cat.
Yeah.
hmm
Also, remember, you guys learned that the daughter was like 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Feel like.
Oh,
Does it-
Isaac, one good bit of news for you is
Yeah.
the maids did think you were attractive.
Very attractive.
Oh, and how
It
did we
was-
find this out?
I found that out
We
by
beat
being
it out of them.
earnest.
By beating Ernst. Thanks.
No,
Ernst. That's really
I
helpful.
was Ernst.
I was sneaking around. I heard everything. They clearly thought I was also attractive. They just weren't saying it.
Yeah, it must have been the fact that you're like a quarter of my height. Maybe I don't know.
Well, I mean, you know, just some chicks like short dudes. What can I say?
Okay. So you want to go to the Burgomaster and get information for Lady Wachter?
No, for ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, well, but why would we care what's wrong with the?
Because the more information we have on the situation, better decisions we'll be able to make.
No, you don't understand. You said you wanted to go there to find out why. You basically wanted to go there to do the thing a Lady Wachter asked us to do.
No, that's one thing we want to find out. Low priority. We want to find out what's up with Isaac. Is the Burgomaster actually torturing people that he disagrees with?
Dude.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
I can't even help you with this. I am not a stealthy man. I can't.
No, but you're very handsome.
That
I don't
that's
think so.
beside the point. I don't have time to think about it. What I do have time to think about is justified revenge. The darkness is seeping into every corner of my existence. I cannot allow it any longer. Someone has to pay.
Well, you make some excellent points, but no.
Yeah, I don't agree with
Who
that.
Who are you to tell me how to conduct my own vendetta?
He's a very
Member of the
large
party that
individual.
you are also involved in, and whose actions you affect.
So what sort of justifiable revenge is not is in your eyes? What do you suggest?
Well, we won't.
We
know.
gather all the information we can, and we
Yeah, I don't.
free
We're
the
past
people of
that
the town,
already.
and then burn everything down.
We're past that already.
Afterwards.
We've already agreed on that. I thought so. You don't think I'm rehashing this again? No, I'm moving on. I'm saying what's the ultimate goal after we get the information.
We haven't gotten that far yet.
We can't decide that until we have
So,
the information.
What were the non-stealthy people doing while the stealth mission was happening?
Beating up Ernst.
Mostly beating up Ernst.
Hiding in
Yeah,
the
multiple
bushes.
times.
Heroically
Yeah, okay,
hiding in the
literally.
bushes.
So, as an aside, Ulyra and Enya infiltrated and carried out their parts of the plan flawlessly. The rest of us hid in the bushes, creeping around like a very violent episode of Jeeves and Wooster, beating people up,
Yeah, kind of.
dragging people out of sight, and getting up to all manner of hijinks.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Basically, all we
Isaac,
did was
I
fix
would-
the problems we created.
Mm-hmm.
I would highly recommend watching the VOD because it was just Yeah.
It's really
I'll
funny.
be
actually.
honest with you. I don't know what VOD means.
Outside of character, that is a recommendation, though. It was really good.
Okay.
Really good.
I'd like
so,
to.
Will, you want to kill the demon, right? I mean, I know
Yes.
that's in your pact, obviously, but
I asked.
Yeah.
I asked
well,
for cardboard.
I'm just eyeing you suspiciously over here,
Cardboard.
looking at you. Will.
Cardboard.
What is? Okay, we are in the Middle Ages here.
Did
I
they
don't
not
know
have
what
cardboard back then? I don't know.
cardboard
They didn't
is.
have cardboard. Yeah, let me
Did-
just ship this Amazon package over here.
They don't have cardboard back then, Rachel.
Thin pieces of wood or thick paper.
Let me see what I have.
And a wood veneer.
How many demons do you think you've killed?
Yes.
Here, and he brings you like a couple of thin slats from what you would put on a roof. Like, is this what you're looking for?
Yes, do you have crayons?
Crayons?
Crayons.
Crayons, you mean?
This is the Middle Ages. I don't know what crayons are.
Darn.
How do you know what the Middle Ages are?
It's fine.
Gotcha.
Maybe
Marker
charcoal?
wax,
Something
pens.
mark on this?
Wax.
Yes.
He gives you
Yes,
some
marker.
charcoal from under the bar.
All right. I come over here and I start making something.
Okay.
So I'm thinking the best plan for infiltration will be to learn from our previous mistakes, not knock anyone out, and
yeah.
probably find a way to just get Lyra inside, wild shaped as a spider or something else small that can hear, and to have her sneak around and gather as much information as possible, and then come back here, decide what to do in the morning, and have a good old beauty rest. Tomorrow, based on what we find here, I'm guessing we'll want to talk to Blinsky, potentially Casimir, but more importantly, who was the guy at the monastery, at the cathedral.
Oh wait, I want to know why Will couldn't go in. I know Brunjorn knows, but he didn't tell anyone.
I don't know anything. Why do you think I know something? Can I not confer with my fellow clerics in peace and not be assumed of treachery?
Probably not. You have a bit of a
No.
reputation.
No, you're kind
Yeah.
of sus, bro.
How do I have a reputation? Wait, what? No, hold on. How do I have a reputation? What did I do?
You were literally just urging us all to arson.
Yeah.
Honestly, as a D&D party, I'm surprised it's taken you this long.
No.
Sure.
That's not a reputation for
Arson.
treachery. That's a reputation for vengeance. That's a whole different thing. I'm
It's a
saying,
reputation for recklessness.
Yeah,
well, how does... All right, you know what? I've heard enough from you, lot.
well, you're going to hear more.
I've got nothing to hide, and I have no idea, but I would like to know because it concerns me.
Apparently you were told.
We are talking about fate, the history of the chapel, the darkness of the land, how to prevent it. I asked him a lot of dumb questions about how to restore the sun, and he laughed at me.
All right, I believe you.
Okay.
Anyway, my point was, tomorrow we speak to him again, and Blinsky more importantly, because it turns out he's Van Richten, the monster hunter. So what's he doing here, posing as a toy maker? Albeit
Clearly
an
not
excellent
a
one
toy.
who I will be doing much business with.
You see over by the door, Rictavio is trying to get your attention, and he's like pointing out the front window. Ethan, you there? There's a knock on the door.
I look to see what the Rictavio, what he's suggesting.
What are you guys doing? Are you guys actually walking over to the entrance?
Guys
No, I'm
can't
looking at-
decide.
I'm looking at the window, minding
Yes?
no business, drinking from the bar.
Okay, well, Erwin
I'll walk over to the entrance.
has gone.
Yeah,
and
I want to
opened
walk over to the
door,
entrance.
and in walks.
Oh, shit.
In walks Wachter.
Wachter herself.
Oh, I was right. Okay, I'm not even looking at it right now.
Oh.
On your play it cool.
She takes a look around the inn, sees you all, comes and sits down at the table nearby.
So anyway, I told him, find your own life gem.
Hello.
Hello, Lindsay.
Timing.
That's
Hi.
perfect timing.
Timing.
Really?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
about to have a confrontation.
Because Lady Wachter just came into the inn and sat down and said hello, and then you joined.
I can't see anything because I'm a hammer right now. I'm a magic weapon.
Oh, she sits down and she says, "So, someone has assaulted Ernst, my right-hand man. There are not many people who could have or would have done this in this town."
Okay.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Where have all of you been tonight?
Here.
Erwin, I've been here drinking beer all evening, haven't I?
Erwin looks over and says, "Yeah, they've been here all night. Shame to hear about Ernst."
Really, though, it
Fiona.
is. He was such an interesting fellow. I liked him.
I have my suspicions.
And they're unfounded.
Do you care to share them with us? Maybe we could track the guy down.
She narrows her eyes, looks at all of you in turn.
I stare at her with unblinking frog eyes.
What's new?
I have many enemies here in the city, but most of them are not nearly powerful enough to have done this.
What exactly happened to him?
Someone lured him into the slums, knocked him unconscious, and didn't steal anything from him.
No, we did. We took his stuff.
I'd be.
No, not
She's just not saying it in character.
No, I'm not saying we didn't. Alec, we didn't put his stuff back.
let me
We kept it.
double check something because I'm pretty sure I remember.
No, because I had it when I left.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
she
She
took
had
his stuff.
Okay, hold on. Let me double check.
It
We're gonna
came
get
in
grilled.
use multiple times. I remember us making multiple comments about how
And
she
yeah,
had taken
that's not
his
right.
Yes.
I did take his
Yes.
stuff.
Can you imagine?
What's she gonna do if she even finds out that it's us? What is she gonna do? Turn into a demon lord and ruin the bar?
let's not ask those
Okay,
questions.
I apologize. I was wrong, misremembering. And took all of his
It's okay,
things.
I'll forgive you.
Such is the way when you go into the slums, I suppose.
This was no mere accidental attack. Ernst had no business being in the slums. He was obviously lured there by someone or by some
Or-
mind-altering magic.
Was he acting suspicious the night of?
I suspect that Vargas, upon seeing me meeting with all of you, has attempted to threaten me through Ernst.
Do you think that we can still go ahead with the plan without Ernst? Is he important enough?
Ernst is very important. He has not yet recovered from his injuries and doesn't remember
How
much
bad are they?
beyond approaching the house. Well, mostly he was unconscious for a very long time. And he's delirious. He may recover.
Does he talk with a slur? No, I'm just kidding.
With a
Does-
slur.
Does any of you know healing magic that could potentially bring him
I
back?
do. I can go help you if you wish. I know quite a bit of healing magic. I'm a cleric.
Would you?
A little eager there, Brunyon.
I could be. Of course. We're here to assist her.
I'm Lindsay. Side note here. I'm sorry. I don't remember who Vargas is.
Vargas is
I
I
the
was gonna ask that.
Burgomaster.
Is he the
Burgomaster.
He's the Burgomaster.
Burgomaster?
He's the Burgomaster. Okay, I couldn't remember that. Thank you.
He's that guy
Continue.
I also got on the wrong side.
That one.
And you
That
really
one
don't
narrows
know
it
that.
down.
Have
Yeah,
any
the slightest idea how
specific-
that narrows it down.
specific knowledge of Emery reconstruction magic?
I fear that something more powerful than a simple healing spell would be required for such a thing. And
I
all of
only
this,
know
by the way,
this.
is the result of much research into the different
Good.
effects of different restoration magics. So
Nice.
you guys got lucky here.
The things we've put you through.
Spells.
Uh-huh.
I can come to help if you want, but I don't know how much good I can do.
Well, at least you may be able to heal him of some of his injuries. I know some healing magics, but I do not have any spells prepared at the moment.
Do you wish me to join you?
If you would help me, yes, I would.
If it aids the cause, I can come. But I would like
First,
answers.
I want to know, are you with me?
I look around at the guys. I nod. I believe I'm with you.
Wait, what did you guys talk about before I
I need answers.
joined? Why is he saying he's?
He's
with
definitely
her?
not with him, with her. He's
We can, talk, we can talk on the way back to Ernst. Is that okay?
I fear
I
that
mean,
if we are seen out and about too much in the streets, Vargas may see it as an opportunity to arrest me. He hasn't dared move on me before,
Of
due
course.
to the fact that I have so many followers in the town, and they would surely riot immediately upon hearing of something happening to me. That has given me some degree of protection thus far, but with this last move of his, he seems to be getting bolder.
Do you think it would
It
be
would
safe
seem
for us
that
to go
way.
back together?
Hmm?
You think it would be not safe for us to go back together then?
I think that we should... Ernst will make it through the night. I think I can tend to him in the morning. And potentially, if he's getting worse, I will call on one of you to come help.
I must.
But I think what we need to do right now... She looks around. She sees that there's some people listening in on the conversation. And she says,
Bartok, what are you doing?
Is there somewhere more private we can talk?
Go to
I know.
Maybe Erwin has a room that we can talk in.
Well, we could just go to one of our rooms, yeah.
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
I must say, this does not excuse you from providing me information necessary to understand your cause. I need answers.
You will get them. You will get them. We will get them tonight. I'm not going to move you all up there, but you guys all go up to one of your rooms. She says, I think that we need to move as quickly against the Burgomaster as we can. With this most recent development, our plans must be accelerated. We still need to wait for the town to be gathered before we rally the people at the festival. But tonight, we must send a message. If word gets out that my right-hand man has been taken out by the Burgomaster, it will dampen the spirits of my followers, and so we must respond in kind.
Are you
Respond in
asking
kind?
us?
Do you really think that's wise? Why don't we just make it look like Ernst is still around? It's not common knowledge on the street yet, is it?
I'm sure that if Vargas was behind it, the first thing he will do is brag about it
How
to
much
all
time
those
has
who
it
would
been?
listen.
You'd think he would have already.
It's night.
It's the same time. Literally hours, minutes.
What on earth could you possibly
Now,
do?
and now this is, by the way, this is going to seem ridiculous, but I thought about this for a long time. And Fiona says, will you infiltrate the Burgomaster's mansion tonight and try to find something on him that we can
There
use?
it is.
Surely!
Oh my god.
Yes! I would never dare enter his building without his consent. That is wholly unlawful.
Your
I don't believe in
sarcasm
entering
is not
buildings.
lost on me.
We glance around at each other.
No, we were hoping to find out what was ailing. Was it your daughter, right? What was ailing
Yes.
your daughter? And so our plans did involve something of the like already.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, it seems that we must do more than simply find out what Victor did to my daughter.
Yes,
we must
that's
find
sure.
something we can use against him. I would say that we should... I've gone through some options. We could assassinate Vargas, but doing so would simply
That would murder.
enrage the town people against me and mine and cause all manner of destruction around the town. We must do this in a controlled manner at the festival. We can't kill him yet.
Double
We could
meaning.
kill either his son or his wife, but that would most likely result in just over-provoking him and causing him to react in such a way that would bring more damage to the town than has already been done.
Must.
Killing Isaac, his right-hand man, is what I think is the best play. However, if we can't kill him inside the house, he would suspect too much. There would be too many clues leading back. It would be obvious that someone went in with the express intent of assassinating Isaac, and he would immediately suspect me. I mean, he will suspect me anyways, but if we can lure him outside, perhaps tomorrow, find some way of
Hold on.
doing that tonight,
Do you really
then
think murder is necessary? No one has died yet. I feel like you're just...
if murder is not on the cards for you, then simply do to him what he has done to ours.
I am willing to fight for you, but not to perform treachery. I may be able to attack him, but I don't want to kill anyone yet. Not without them.
Well,
being-
tonight, all that needs done is finding a way of luring him out,
Okay.
so
That
that we
we
can
can
do
figure out.
something at a later date. That way, he will be out of our way for the events of the festival as well.
Yes.
Oswald hat.
I love it.
Nice. Well, I would give you 8, but I'm not one who is very adept at stealth myself. So,
Yes, neither am I.
I think I will head back to the mansion, and we can confer in the morning about what you have found. If you need more assistance from me, you know where to find me.
Yes. I think Ernst definitely needs me.
Alright, and with that, Fiona Wachter bids her adieu and leaves the inn.
There.
I unclench my fist from behind an unrevealed spot, and then I
I
relax.
unclenched my butt cheeks.
And while you guys were talking to her, she rolled a 7 on insight, so good job.
Thank goodness.
Mhm.
We have really just gotten through this by the skin of our teeth.
I wouldn't have had any problem because I actually was here.
Thank you. I
Uh,
think he's just like chilling under the futon. Is he
so-
sleeping?
So here's the thing.
wait.
I know everyone was calling me
Excuse-
rash.
Excuse me, I have an important...
Why?
Perhaps Will or Cithrin could use one of their abilities that they share to perhaps look around the room.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I only have
Oh, hi,
one of
baby.
those left.
Can Cithrin do it?
Cithrin, investigate the room.
I cast magic awareness.
You don't detect anything within 60 feet of you.
Phew.
Okay. Yes, I feel like that was a bit over. Never took care.
Okay.
You,
All right.
As I was
you
saying,
surmise
I know
that
you.
Lady Wachter, is stressed right now. And
Same.
Who
May
isn't? Get over it.
I know you may have thought me rash for wanting to act so quickly now, but obviously things have accelerated due to your actions beyond our control. We have to make a move quickly after we infiltrate the Burgomaster's house. We have to make a quick decision on how to stop or eliminate Wachter before she does anything, because otherwise we're going to end up having to kill Isaac for her, and then
Well,
there's going to be a big fight no matter what. So we've got to do something.
You would happen to have a
Something,
guard
uh,
costume
something
outfit,
interesting.
would you?
and something interesting and potentially helpful that she mentioned is that if word of Ernst's condition gets out, it will likely lead to a large dissipation of her following. I think that might be a good avenue to pursue.
I don't know if that would be devastating enough.
I almost forgot. We should read through our Taroka deck readings. Before we begin. I was waiting until Lindsay, and then Lindsay showed up. Okay, so first, one of the 3 magic items that you seek. That which you seek lies in the womb of darkness, the Devil's Lair, the one place which he must return. The second, search for the crypt of a wizard extraordinaire. His staff is the key. Third, I see a lonely mill on a precipice. The treasure lies within. Then, your fated ally. Search for a troubled young man surrounded by wealth and madness. His home is his prison. And finally, Do I need to tell you what the last one is?
Something about the
Where's-
city.
Where Strahd
Strahd.
waits for you.
Yeah.
In a place of wisdom, warmth, and despair, great secrets are there. And that will be in Castle Ravenloft somewhere, which you were made aware of. Anyways, let's continue.
So we
I
have
can't
to
eat my
attack at some
food
point
'cause
because
he
Lady
wants-
Wachter is going to try to kill us. She will ambush at some point because she's going to
I
do what we do.
I agree. She will probably try to attack us at some point.
Wait.
What?
When she thinks we're no longer useful or on her side.
Which is going to be
Yes.
quite soon, like extremely soon, because she wants us to do something to Isaac, and we're not going to do that, and obviously.
Yes. So what I'm saying is, we want to avoid starting violence for as long as possible, and let her be the one to initiate it.
What if she?
And I
what if
think-
she has the upper hand when she does initiate it? I mean, what if we're caught off guard and killed?
Well, we'll be on our guard from now on, won't we?
And we know
Keeping
about her
with the law,
skeleton
I say-
army now, so
I
like,
say, in keeping with the law, the first thing we need to do is inform the burgomaster. Whether or not that's after or before we infiltrate his house illegally is up to you.
it'd be during.
Yeah,
Could
I
go
would-
there on urgent business while I am a spider.
That might be an excellent way to do it.
Yeah.
Send over a couple of a party to inform him of the situation and use that as a
No.
distraction
If
to
we-
look around while we're
inform
in
the
there.
burgomaster entirely of the plans. They could take care of the problem for us. The authorities could do it because
They-
then have reason to get walked around behind bars.
They could. That would be an excellent outcome.
Would that not
Okay.
cause
She
a
has
riot?
She has implied that she has guards on her side.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, obviously, but that's not our problem anymore because it's the city's problem to fight those people.
Well,
Obviously, we can assist them though. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
are you peeing? No, stretch.
Okay, so
Okay.
who does Vargas like the most? Because that's who's going to be showing up on the doorstep. I'm
Not
bad-
you.
I'm not.
That wasn't
I'm bad
me either.
I'm bad at sneaking. So clearly I'd be one of the candidates to be the one to like distract him. And he didn't. It's not like he hated me. I just kind of got into touchy subjects, but I made it my intentions clear afterward.
I said Strahd's a name in his presence, so he doesn't.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, we
He
can't.
doesn't like sit there. I think he would like. I think he. Well, I can't be the one to distract him, but Enya
The
and Will, I
frog.
think, and Drew
I don't think we'll.
are probably.
Is Michaela there? Are you there?
I don't know.
Is Drew good at sneaking? He's good at sneaking, right?
No.
No. Okay. Well, Drew.
No.
Drew can't do it because he's the frog. Nobody's gonna pay attention to that. Obviously, I mean, that's how.
But
yeah.
he would cause a distraction.
Well, they're
and
not looking for a
If we
distraction.
needed a loud distraction, he could do something and it'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, he's a frog. He doesn't understand social norms.
True.
I
but
do
we
not.
We kind of need. We're actually trying to burgomaster and stuff as well, which is a good enough distraction. So, I mean, I could do it.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Who?
Michaela.
Okay.
She's talking.
Hey.
I know what happened. My daughter stepped on the microphone mute button on my computer.
Your daughter?
Your daughter?
I was scared. Oh, right, you have a cat.
Cat?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say it actually might be best if it was me because I'm the one he's so worried about because I got the sun symbol and he knows there are special interests who want me. So if I showed to be on his side and by openly and telling him that I'm revealing on Wachter, which means that I don't show loyalty to her, that actually might help the situation the most. Cause
That's a good point.
And I go, speaking of special interests, and then I reveal
I'm
what I've been making this whole time, and it looks like a really crude like sun symbol that Brunyorn has, but it's made out of like the material I had, and it's like drawn with the like charcoal.
Oh,
is
And
that
I
a
just,
black
like-
gun? That's sacrilegious.
I
Put
just
that down.
fix it on my clothes. I'm like, right, we can both be sun people.
You just no, you just put a sun on your chest.
I love
charcoal. That's pure evil. That's a black sun. You can't have that.
A black.
Everyone's gonna try to kill you.
Also, so remember the prophecy This troubled man surrounded by wealth could very well be the burgomaster's son.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
I'm going.
Maybe. I have a.
I'm
so
going to
Isaac
worry.
could be like I like your suggestion, but also flip side of that is he could think that you're like trying to be a double agent here, and
Okay.
like telling him you're on his side because he already doesn't trust you.
We're going into a dimension of dangerous overthinking because that starts to go into
I know.
could just talk to him.
I don't.
Yeah, I
know.
think
Maybe not.
let's let Will talk to
Will
him.
is
Let's go to the Burgermeister's mansion.
the burger.
Let's go hail a guard.
Yeah.
I think that's the way in.
Okay, I'm
All
going.
right, Enya, Elira,
Yes.
Elira, Enya, Elira, Elira.
Yep.
Do you think now is the time to turn into a spider so that the guard doesn't know you're with us?
Yeah. Somebody carry me.
Wait, so
I will
this
carry.
isn't a giant spider. It's a
Cithrin will
normal-sized
carry.
spider.
It's a jumping spider.
We're heading to the Burgomaster's, and I'm going to knock on the
Yes.
door.
Are you guys are all going now, huh?
Yep.
Yes.
And
gonna be
Elira
in the
is
front.
using her wild shape to turn back into a spider.
Yep.
Right.
Teeny tiny little spider.
The cute one.
You're-
Yes.
I put the sun away for now, just because we're about to see
Yes.
the burgomaster.
Yeah, you guys, upon maybe 2 minutes after leaving the the Blue Water Inn, and heading towards the Burgomaster's mansion, you see just a single guard patrolling.
Excuse me.
Hello.
We have news for the Burgomaster.
He sees you at about the same time you guys see him, and you hail him. He looks taken aback for a moment. He's like, "You! There's a curfew. You shouldn't be out here."
Oh, we are aware of the curfew. We seek
Well,
an
then
urgent.
why are you out here?
We seek an urgent. What's the word?
We have urgent news for the
Audience?
Burgomaster. Urgent news.
Audience with the Burgomaster. Yes, concerning
Well, I suppose
one of. Yes.
if I were
Concerning
to
his
arrest you
safety, say
for
that.
being out past curfew, the first place I would take you is the Burgomaster. So, all right, follow me.
Just so we're clear,
Is-
we're not being
this guard
arrested,
is
right? I mean,
the-
this is-
Huh?
This guard is the I guess meme.
Yeah.
What, Isaac?
I was saying it to the guard, just to be clear, we're not being arrested, right?
That remains to be seen. That's not my decision to make.
Well, don't worry.
Shit.
Vargas will understand. I'm sure.
Let's go.
All right. I'll take your word for it. Okay. After a few minutes of walking, you guys arrive back at the Burgomaster's mansion. It's like 9:30, maybe close to 10 at this point. And you guys, on approaching, you see that there are 2 guards at the front of the building. As you approach, one of them looks and says, "Mihai, are there?
Mihai.
Did you? That's his name.
That's his name, baby.
That's his name, idiot.
Gesundheit.
Did you catch these ones out past curfew?" And Mihai says, "Yeah. They want to see the Burgomaster, and I guess this is where I'd take them if." I don't know. They want to see the Burgomaster, and I would take them to the Burgomaster if they're arrested. I don't. Here they are.
We have urgent news for the
And
Burgomaster.
the guard at the front is like, "I'm just gonna send this one up the chain." And he.
This
he
is
knocks-
accurate. This is incredibly accurate.
Yeah.
Yes.
He knocks on the door of the in a specific pattern of the mansion.
In what pattern?
Yeah, I would like to know the
What does
pattern.
it sound
Pom
like?
pom.
It's shaving a haircut for simplicity,
Okay.
All
There
right.
you go.
but no one knows what shaving a haircut is here. So,
Mhm.
What is
yes.
shaving a haircut? I have no idea what that is.
Du- 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 du.
Okay, that's the noise.
the door opens to a someone. She's wearing she's not the same maid that you saw here when you were here earlier today. She's wearing nicer clothing, but she seems to still definitely be some kind of maid. And the guard says, these guys, they want to see the burgomaster, and just get the burgomaster. And she says, all right, and just kind of walks off. Door closes.
Awkward silence.
Everyone
This
waits
feels
around
very
for kind of an
realistic.
awkward amount of time.
It is extremely realistic.
So what do you do around here?
And after a few minutes,
I kick the dirt with my feet.
yeah, everyone's just kind of like staring around at each other, like, I don't know what to do in this situation. It's a bit of a new one.
Plays recently.
No one like gets arrested and then asks to talk to the person who's gonna punish them.
Good weather. Good weather.
Bears.
Wasn't it? Great weather.
Yeah. The door opens.
Quick thing.
Yeah.
Let's if he asks where Lyra is, let's tell him she's coming later if she feels better. That way, if she shifts out of wild shape, she can still join us.
Yes.
Great idea.
Yeah.
All right. An annoyed-looking Vargas, backed up by a large-looking Isaac,
It's
with
illegal
a
to be annoyed.
confused-looking maid behind him, opens the door.
My lord, you look criminally unhappy.
Guard Mihai
Look at
steps
that
up.
face.
Yeah. Steps up and says, Baron, I caught these ones out past curfew, and they said they wanted to talk to you, and I wasn't sure how to deal with that, so I don't exactly know. Yeah, yes, sir, here they are. I caught them. And Vargas steps out. He says,
Caught is an interesting choice of words. We actually came of our own volition. We have urgent news for you. It can't wait until the morning.
did you now? Hold on, what was the voice I gave him? Did you now? Well, what was so important that you've gotten yourselves arrested to talk to me about, hmm?
Kinda need to talk about it in private.
I think we've
private.
officially been arrested.
The maid disappears into a room in the background behind everything. Vargas, he looks at Isaac. He's also a little taken aback. This seems a little odd, but he says, "All right, follow me." And he starts walking into the house. He motions to two of the guards, by the way, and the guard that caught you and the guard that was knocking on the door both follow you inside. Inside, by the way, you notice some things that you didn't notice before because I didn't say them, because they weren't really relevant. But all throughout the hall, there's just bundles and bundles of sticks all over the place. On the walls, there are a number of portraits of people who kind of resemble Vargas, who you presume might have been his ancestors.
Clones! Clones!
He
It's
walks
like walking down a fucking battalion door or battalion hallway. It's just
Hey,
faces.
has Cithrin put his hand down?
I was about to say, on the way
yes.
into the room here, I brushed the wall and allowed Ulyra to skitter off my hand.
Make a sleight of hand check.
No, you just have like a issue where you're like and cough and like brace yourself against the door.
You can make it
Just
with
throw
advantage
her.
because they're not going to be paying attention to something like that.
Just yeet her.
Okay, well, I got a 21.
Oh yeah, no, totally. His passive perception is 12.
All right, I'm gonna need to broach this subject because I have a way to spin this to make it very convincing.
But yeah, you all
Alright.
step into the room. Isaac steps up next to Vargas. You guys are kind of shuffled into the room by the two guards who are also walking in.
Watch those ends.
Yeah, watch those hands there. And they close the door behind you. And Vargas says, now, what was this piece of information you needed to give me?
My lord, this is quite serious. You know Lady Wachter, of course. She tried to recruit me into her service. I don't know how unbelievable this may seem to you, but she's attempting to perform a coup, and she wants my help to execute it on the day of the festival that you wish for me to attend.
Do you have any evidence of this?
I was about to say, does someone have any evidence of the? Do we have the documents?
We didn't take any of the things from the house.
No.
What you have is what belonged to Ernst. Remember?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Actually, yeah, that's fine. We can use that because we're gonna say we're beat up Ernst, and then he can tell that to everyone.
So you have the keys to the house, all of his gold,
Yes.
possibly some
And, yeah,
identifying
I pull out
papers,
his boot from my backpack.
and his
One
boot.
by one, we all produce Ernst's thing.
Yes.
I
And
produce all his
remember, also,
gold.
in your favor, everyone's weapons are tagged with a specific thing that shows that they belong to them. You pull out Ernst's ones. Only one of his weapons is tagged. His hand crossbow wasn't.
I wasn't there for this, but they encountered him, Ernst, during the investigation and dealt with him.
He's been
in a bad state.
incapacitated.
Incapacitated.
Wachter is onto you. She thinks you're responsible, so we had to come to you, reveal the information, so that you
Well, who is responsible?
do the authority thing.
Um.
I'm
Not
I'm
us.
I
not-
take it by
I'm gonna
your
wash my hands of
awkward
that.
silence that you are responsible.
I did nothing. I was not part of it.
Yeah,
My
put the boot back in
companions
my
here?
bag.
My companions here did have an unfortunate encounter with Ernst. They could probably tell you in more detail of what happened.
I don't remember any of it.
He's been incapacitated. He's not a problem anymore.
You see a smile
He will be a
slowly
threat.
spreading across Vargas's face.
Do you think there's enough here to help your case against her?
Oh, I do indeed.
I'm glad to hear it.
You know, assaulting a citizen of Vallaki is an offense punishable by execution.
You hear that, guys? Next time, be careful.
I'm pretty sure I saw
Now-
someone else do it.
It's
Do you intend to
You
execute
have-
us?
well, not if you agree to be amiable.
Here's
Is,
I'm
If
nothing
you-
but
all-
amiable.
although, as much as we would like to be, due to the information that we have discovered in this evening, Madam, what's her name again?
Wachter.
Wachter?
Madam Wachter believes we are still on her side. So
We
think
wish to, show our gesture.
we would have to be.
Hey,
Vargas
I-
sits
covert
forward in his
about that.
chair, crosses his fingers, temples his fingers, looks at Isaac and says, "We must move swiftly to take advantage of this."
While when he does
Isaac
that,
stands there in the corner, arms crossed, nods.
I
Stoic
was-
as always.
as after they do that, I'm gonna perk up because I noticed it. I'm like, by the way, Fiona's next target was going to be you, Isaac, because of what happened to Ernst. Just so you're aware, be on the guard.
He snarls for a moment, and then goes back to a, static expression. And then Vargas chuckles to himself. I would have liked to have seen her try. I would suspect she's not up to the task of taking out Isaac. Isaac is rather special, you see. Got a bit of a history, you see. Don't you, Isaac? Isaac, for the first time ever, cracks a smile. I
Intriguing.
don't like it. It's a bad
I don't
smile.
like it.
Do you wish to tell us more of your fascinating history?
No.
Well, all right then.
So be it.
Okay.
Vargas says, "Well, it seems that we all find ourselves in a position to work together, doesn't it?
To some capacity, yes.
Brunyon, I'll begin drafting your speech for the festival."
I don't want to. Okay, that's as long as I don't have to make it myself, I guess. Just as long as I don't say something that would be the detriment of my own well-being.
We
So make
wouldn't.
it sound
All All I want is for the people of Vallaki to be safe, happy, and secure.
Hold on, pause. I just realized something. While I'm doing this speech, I could pause and be like, stop doing the speech and be like, truth is, I am Brynjorn. That could be my moment.
Truth is, I am the Morning Lord.
Truth is, I am the morning.
The music starts playing as you
God.
slaughter
Yeah.
the false believers.
All right. Anyway.
Anyways, Vargas says, I would ask you to maintain your closeness to Lady Wachter for as long as you can. Any
time
information we can get
short.
from her, the names of those who follow her, the locations of her various caches of weapons and goods.
I must say, time is extremely short now because she wants us to. This very night, she wanted us to learn a way to draw Isaac out so that he could be dealt with in the next day, and she really wants action quickly because of the acceleration was due to Ernst's disappearance.
I
Might be
have a
worthwhile
plan.
to stage Isaac's demise.
I
Or
whisper.
we could just kill him and be more convincing. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You could try.
I whisper to Sithrin, like, we ask him what he did to that chick's daughter.
No, shush.
Do we know? Vargas says to Isaac, he says, do we have someone capable of casting the Feign Death spell? Isaac says, not that I know of. I'll look around. And Vargas says, I think that at least making Lady Wachter believe that you've successfully assaulted Isaac would be very much in our favor. That way, she'll believe him to be out of the picture for the time being, and will not be prepared to deal with him at the festival.
At the same time,
When
if I may make a suggestion,
Yes.
You would reveal that Ernst is
Incapacitated?
about Ernst's current condition, as she said it might destabilize her followers.
And if you could take
I
credit
think
for it, of course.
destabilizing her followers is not what we want to do.
Well, she said they would turn against her.
Oh, I think they would turn against her. Only if we were to take her out.
Well, they can't turn against her if she's gone.
Well, yes. Well, we would. Our ultimate goal is for her to have all of her followers reveal themselves at the festival. As you know, festival attendance is mandatory, so they would all be there. When
Well,
she gives
yeah.
her rousing speech, thinking you will be on her side, all of them will reveal themselves, and then we call in the guard.
We do have
And we
to. I have
mass arrest them,
We have
and we
to.
deal with them appropriately.
Okay. As long as my
What,
speech is after that, because she's going to be expecting me to make a move. Right?
Huh?
I can't remember what I was saying. There was something.
I think you were trying to say that your speech should be after that, because obviously if you give it before that, it'll give it away.
Yeah, because she'll be expecting me to take action during the speech at some point or something, maybe. Like, she'll have a plan.
She might ask you. I have a plan. She might ask you to give a speech of your own, and then she will follow up.
Exactly.
If you do that, you'll be positioned close enough to her to stick a knife in her ribs.
I'm trying not to smile right now, but I think I could do that.
We do love putting a good smile on everyone's face here in Vallaki. I'm glad to see you getting into the spirit of things. Yes.
I
Yeah, right.
killed an imp.
Imp.
Will. Hey, listen. There's no imp.
There's an imp.
Oh. All right.
I
with
wish
that,
I wish I wasn't a spider right now.
yeah. With that, actually, I was about to say we'll cut to Elira doing her
she's
Spidey
got
A
things
lot
to
of
do.
questions.
Meanwhile, after the
Okay.
ad break,
So yeah, back to our regular programming. Elira, you've just been brushed off of on the wall by Cithrin. The guards haven't noticed. They've all gone into the room and they've begun talking. What do you do?
I would like to. I'm assuming those are stairs going up next to me.
Yeah, those are stairs going up.
Okay. And this house has 2 floors. Like we know from the outside, it looks like it has
No, from the
2
outside,
floors.
it has 3 floors.
3 floors, okay.
Windows are actually all open on the first and second floor. The third floor, the windows are closed. The shutters are
Okay,
closed. There's light spilling out from behind them.
I don't know how long they're gonna be able to talk. So, oh my god, I'm so sorry. He flopped out on his belly and is sleeping, and he tossed his head backwards. And
You're
he
wasting
looks
valuable
so
time!
Silly. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna go upstairs because I doubt there's a. I would assume the kid is in a bedroom, and I doubt there's a bedroom on the first floor. So I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go on the wall, up
Yep.
the stairs, just like last time.
All right. You do that. Yeah. Looking around this house, it's clear that this family is pretty wealthy, at least for a family in Barovia. There are the wood floors are actually pretty well maintained. Wachter house, things were clearly falling apart a little bit. Everything looks kind of clean. Barovia clean, we'll say. So, but also, everything was a fine piece of art when it was put in, shall we say? Was however long ago.
Okay. I'm gonna cross over here.
Okay.
Can I see
Everything,
if
by
I
the way,
can
you
hear
see is a
anything?
door. Huh?
Yeah. I want to see if I can listen if I can hear anything in this hallway.
Roll a perception check.
Spider hearing is really good though. You looked it up.
A spider, depending on what happens, it'll let me know whether or not you hear, or what you hear.
No, I'm kidding.
Whether or not you hear
I'm
anything at
kidding.
all.
I got a 7.
Yeah. Okay, you don't hear anything apart from the, voices from downstairs, very faintly.
All right, I'm gonna try.
That door is open. This is a library of some kind. The chair is pushed back, and there are notes on the desk, and there's a wet quill. A wet quill.
I'm gonna go over it and web down to see what I can see on the note.
Okay, the note appears to be written by Vargas. It is a number of ideas for future festivals, including
Oh my god!
the Festival of the Friendly Night. It's like Halloween, but to prove that the night isn't scary, so kids go trick-or-treating. Buying candies is mandatory, and it's punishable if you run out. Festival of the Starry Night. Everyone has to sleep outside as a way to prove to the people that the night in Barovia is nothing to fear and nothing will get them. Anyone caught inside for any reason before sunrise will be punished. Meet Your Neighbors Festival, or Festival of the Compassionate Neighbor. To prove that Vallaki is the best place to live and all the people are great for 3 days, no one is allowed to lock their doors, and refusing a guest is against the law. If you refuse entrance to anyone, you'll be arrested. The Bat Juice Harvest Festival, or the Festival of the Red Shoes. Citizens must go out and procure a living bat on the night of the festival. Everyone will kill their bats however they want, and with the cobblestones slick with bat blood, there will be dancing all night. Those who fail to capture a bat will be considered allies of Strahd and will be punished. The Bonfire of the Blights. Large bonfire of still living twig blights. Should be, it doesn't say this, but you gather that might be pretty dangerous and horrible to watch. The champion of Velaki capture a living werewolf, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, Isaac is underlined next to this as if like he would be the one doing this. Defang it, declaw it, and one by one citizens will like try their best to kill the werewolf while it's like kind of bound up. So they're just gonna tie this thing up, defang it, declaw it, and then have everyone go over and like stab it to death one at a time.
Good God.
Attendance is mandatory. Cheating and magic will be punished. Chili cook-off. Ingredients must include a bat or a wolf. Then this one is crossed out. The Undead Olympics. The citizens are encouraged to make bets and watch as undead are gathered and disposed of in cruel ways. Archery contest. Who can headshot a zombie with a crossbow from the furthest distance? Zombie 100-meter dash. Catch the criminal. Take bets on which zombie catches a criminal stuck in a circle pit. Bear versus zombies. Bear fights increasing number of zombies to determine how many zombies it takes to kill a bear. And this one is crossed out with the note, probably too dangerous.
That sounds like something out of like, hey guys, look at my Minecraft video today. We're going to be putting a polar bear against 6 zombies.
Well,
I can't-
for creativity.
I can't take credit for those. I found them online. Someone made a fantastic post of a bunch of potential ones.
Yeah,
Kudos
those
to that guy.
are amazing. I'm really glad that I took the time to read
you got
those
the
with my little
opportunity
spider
to.
eyes.
Now,
Yeah.
quick thing
Yeah.
I have to mention,
Amazing.
you should probably figure out what the punishment is. I think that's the most important thing to know.
Make another
What?
perception check for me.
What you want to know what the punishment is, because that's the important. That's what we're trying to figure out. Like, is he punishing people too severely? Because if you can't find a bat, you're gonna get punished. So what's gonna happen to you? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Did you say perception?
Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay, yeah. That was the check itself. You hear the rattling of chains coming from a room next door, probably to the north.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else in this room that looks like, I don't know, that looks interesting? While I'm like on my web, like looking around.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's a library full of all kinds of different books about different
All right.
things.
Well, I'm a spider, so that won't help me much.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back up on the ceiling and go out, and I'm gonna
Okay.
go here, and
This
I'm gonna
door.
listen.
Okay. Roll another perception check.
Well, what were you gonna say about the? I mean, what were you gonna say?
About
I didn't
what?
mean to interrupt you. You were like, this
No,
door.
Don't worry about it. I realized it wasn't relevant.
Oh, okay. Oh, nat 20.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you faintly hear the rattling of chains from behind this door.
Okay.
Like
I'm
very
going
like, kind of
to-
light clinking.
Okay. I'm going to.
I was gonna say
Yes.
the door. I mean, you wouldn't really have a way of knowing that, but the door is locked.
Fair.
I would assume.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for cracks, like along,
There-
along the side of the door, in the door.
There
under
is
the
Yeah.
door.
a crack
One of 'em.
on the bottom of the door that you're able to crawl under,
Yep.
and inside you find a man.
Udo Lukovic.
He is shirtless and bloodied.
That's a
He
new
looks like he's probably endured a beating within the last day or so. He's hanging from the manacles, attempting to sleep, shifting restlessly.
Horrible.
Yeah,
Ask him as a spider.
as a spider. Have I seen him before? Would I remember?
no. You have not seen this man before. Also, I mean, you can see his name, but who cares?
Okay. All right. So it's just a guy. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that seems bad.
Not great.
He was punished.
All right. Well, there's not a lot I can do as a spider.
Can you you can't go back and forth? Can you quickly?
Perception check. See if there's any.
She can, if she goes out of her wild shape, she has to spend another wild shape to go back, and then that would be her last one.
Yeah.
Seems a little risky. Like I can always come back in here if I, but then I'd be a person, so I wouldn't be able to get back out, right? Because I only have one. Did I get both of my
You can
wild
see-
shapes back?
Yes, you got them both back.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and right. Sorry, you would actually, but the door was deadbolted from the outside.
Okay.
Didn't have like a key. It was just deadbolted.
Okay. Well, I'm going to I'm gonna remember this and go back out, and I'll come back if I need to. But I wanna keep moving, see what else I can find. This door. Can I see if I can get into this room?
Yeah, and we're just gonna assume that you can get into every door. Like, there's always a crack small enough for a spider, or large enough for a spider underneath, especially the size of spider you are. It's a handsomely appointed room containing a canopy bed, a low bookshelf, a full-length mirror in a wooden frame on the wall across from the door. Set into the north wall is an arched window of leaded glass. Nothing here seems particularly unusual.
Okay. I'm going to.
Bookshelves, but again, you're a spider, so that doesn't really help you.
Is that a note on the end tape on the nightstand?
It says. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, okay.
No,
great.
it doesn't
Good.
actually.
All right.
It's just there for flavor.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go back out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, I can see the study. Is that a door on the right?
It is.
I can't tell.
Yes.
Okay.
You go into this room, and what you see in there is not necessarily what you see in there, but basically, this room is incredibly dull. There's a bed, a footlocker, and a small stool kind of in the middle of the room right about here. Well, small.
Okay.
It's moderately sized.
And that's it? There's nothing else?
Yeah, there's nothing. Like, this room is just about as bare as it gets. Wonder whose room it is.
All right. I wonder. All right, I'm gonna go back out. Okay. Why can't I move? I suddenly can't move.
There you go. Yeah, sorry, you were slightly stuck on the wall.
Sure,
The stairs don't go any farther up.
Okay. This one.
Up to the north?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. In here, time has faded the grandeur of this master bedroom. The furnishings have lost some of their color and splendor. A short pull rope hangs from a wooden trapdoor in the ceiling.
Okay. I see there's like two other doors here.
Yeah.
I can't go to that one.
So
but,
you go into this. It's a linen closet.
Very useful.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hold on, let me just double check that there isn't anything important in there. Yep. Nope, it's just a closet.
Okay. This is this a door right below me?
Yeah, hold on. There you go. That's what it should look like. Okay, yes. You gonna go in there?
Yep.
Okay, you go in here. And you see Lydia Petrovna, the burgomaster's wife. She's sitting, hands in her lap, and just staring at her reflection in the mirror.
She's not making any expression. She's just sitting and staring?
Yeah, she's staring kind of blankly. Next to her is a bridal gown that has seen better days.
Miss Havisham?
Yeah. All right. It. This might be this is dumb. I don't need to ask that. Okay. It doesn't matter. I want to know if the dress looks like it's around her size or if it looks smaller. I want to know if it was her old dress or if it was supposed to be for her daughter. But I know that probably doesn't matter. So.
Yeah, it's
Never
about her
mind.
size. Not.
Okay.
Also, she doesn't have the daughter.
Oh my god, yes, I'm so dumb. It's Fiona's daughter. It's her son. That's right. Okay. Got that backwards for a second. Alright. Are there 4 doors in this room?
There are. One of them, you look in quickly, leads to a toilet.
One does
Okay.
not simply walk into 4 doors, though.
Going on in there. The other one leads back into the hallway, and then there's one more at the south. You look through there quickly. It leads into a bathroom.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go back into the master bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you said there was
A trapdoor.
like a trapdoor. Where is it?
It's on the ceiling, so right where you are, I think.
Is the cracks around it, like the opening, are they enough for me to get into?
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, I know I said 12, but like
If you're tired, you can.
I might
Yeah.
I might need to. I'm
We love
falling
playing with
asleep.
you. I always feel bad because it's like we go kind of late for you, but I'm like I don't.
I know it is. It is very.
Sorry,
late for me.
I'm sorry. Part of that was my fault.
That's
I'm sorry.
okay.
It was a video that has to
Okay.
get turned in tomorrow, so it was
That's fine. I will. Anya will go back to the inn for a beer and a rest, and you guys can fill me in on next week.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Great.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Did you roll investigation?
I
14.
did 14.
Mm-hmm. There is a crack that you got lucky on because I rolled to find out. Because it seemed to me less likely that there would be one in a trapdoor, but there was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna obviously go through that crack then.
Okay. Yep. Let me. pull you up.
Crack.
You go through the crack, and you find yourself in a small room, which. Dusty room, rafters shrouded in cobwebs. The only thing in here is a table with a lantern on it. The lantern isn't actually lit, by the way.
Okay.
Just seems.
Does it look like it was lit recently, or like just never?
Make an investigation check.
19, so 22.
Yeah, it looks like it's been lit in the past maybe day or so.
Okay. Is this a door here?
Yep, and it has many cracks in it. You leave that
Whoa.
and you enter what seems to be the attic, like the rest of the attic, which is just stuffed with old, forgotten things draped in white sheets. Piled around there are barrels, crates, trunks, old furnishings covered with cobwebs and dust. You see a clear footpath through the maze.
Cool.
You can see it there.
Yeah, I can see it. Sorry, just taking notes. This really is Miss Havisham's house. The dust cloth covered furniture.
Mm.
Well, I'm gonna follow that path.
Okay.
Okay. A real sneaky like.
You're gonna go in that door.
And I'm gonna listen first and see if I can hear anything with my spidey senses.
Yeah. Make that perception check.
Wow, I never thought you would say that. I got a 20.
You do. You hear a little bit of muttering. And as you listen for a few moments, you hear something odd. Sounds like a little bit of a like a spell feeling, almost.
Sounds like a. Sorry, you cut out. Sounds like a what?
Like a spell fizzling and failing to complete.
Oh.
Followed by like a under the breath curse. Then more muttering. Sounds like a young boy, around maybe 16, 17.
You don't say.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm going to go through the door and then, like, the crack I can go through on the door. Are you assuming I'm going, like on the top, on the sides, or on the bottom?
Well, the cracks that you've been going through to this point have been mostly on the bottom. Do you want to see if you can find another one?
I want to stay towards the top, if I can.
Okay. Yeah, there's the crack.
Okay. Alright, so I want to go through the top of the door and then stay not on the ceiling, but close up on the top of the wall.
Okay. You go through the door, and you see
Oh, Victor, you don't say.
about 16, 17-year-old boy. He's hunched over something on the desk, and he is the one muttering under his breath. And let me check. You don't recognize what he's talking about. But with that, let's cut back to the conversation with Vargas.
Victor looks like a very angry, he looks like Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Adam Driver, and then I zoomed in more, and I was like, no, that's just straight up. He looks like Kylo Ren.
Where did we leave it? With Vargas. I made a mental note, and then I forgot my mental note. Yeah. I think he was talking to
Same, bro.
something. Oh, sticking a knife between her ribs. Yes. And then are you smiling at the thought of that?
Do you want me to kill her or just arrest her? I was thinking it might be a better idea.
Oh, kill her. The punishment for treachery is death. We'll be putting all of her followers to death. We can't have servants of the devil here in Vallaki.
Okay, well, to be honest, you did worship a demon, so fair.
Yes,
It's fair.
exactly. That's why I've been trying to get her for years. But now we'll finally be able to catch all of them at once.
So you believe everyone who follows her knowingly is in service to the devil and needs to be put to death?
She is in service of the devil, and through trickery and lies, she has gotten them all to follow her, and therefore they are servants of the devil as well, knowing or not. Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
My lord,
I don't know about that one.
Hold on.
buddy.
I was going to say, my lord, I request that in exchange for this extremely valuable information we brought to you, you consider just permanently or indefinitely incarcerating her followers rather than killing them.
I don't think you're in a position to bargain.
I mean, we brought you this information.
Which I greatly appreciate.
If we didn't, you might have been attacked by her. And bad things would happen. or it's saving you a lot of.
I'll think it over.
Thank you.
However, you have all committed a crime here in Vallaki, which we have very little tolerance for. And I'm already doing you a favor by not having you executed for that crime.
Very common.
Is this really necessary to be so aggressive after we've done so much for you?
Have you not been in Barovia long?
No, we're new to this place. We
This
don't know much about it.
whole land is trying to kill us. We survive by clawing out a place in it for ourselves. We maintain our cheerfulness and our happiness, and that is all that holds back the darkness. We survive.
That's doing as much as you think it is.
You say that to him?
No, but I'm thinking it.
Okay.
If I may ask, are the citizens of this city there allowed to come and go as they please, right?
With the proper permits, yes.
Okay.
We hold on by a thread and keep our heads above water. And for a long time, this town has been slowly turning and falling to the devil himself. And I haven't been able to stop it. It's time that we do. I'll have nothing remain that will lead my people to death.
I may have a solution for you. We could forcibly exile her followers. I and my party, we can make sure that they leave.
And send the servants of the devil back to him, so he can send them back to us.
We can
As an
account for them.
army.
We know of places where they can be kept. We'll be watching them. I fear they're not as radical as you may assume, so they might not be as dangerous.
Do you know what they've done?
No, I actually don't. What have they done?
Kidnapped my guard, kidnapped my followers. People go missing.
You haven't. Why haven't you acted on something like this?
Kills them. Because she has so many with her, and now I think finally things have swung in our favor. I would rather have this town stay alive and not burn to the ground.
Well, we seek to destroy the darkness in this area just as much as you do. So if we keep our eye, if we are in control of the exile of these people, I think you can trust that we'll deal with them properly to make sure that they don't become a problem, because we're actively trying to do the same thing you are, really.
Well, then I don't see any reason why we should have any problems with each other. You must see, as surely as I do, that the only way to survive in such a place as Barovia is by radical means.
Is a difference of opinion legal in this area?
It depends on what you mean by difference of opinion.
I don't know if I have one. I'm just wondering if it is. Were I to.
It depends on what you mean by difference of opinion.
That's answer enough, thank you.
I have a question.
Yes?
We've heard of the festival, how certain levels of attendance are Tory. What is the punishment for those who fail to abide by the rules of the
Time in the stocks. Depends on the nature of the disobedience. There was a man at the last festival. Sorry.
I imagine there were many men at the last festival, seeing as it's a whole city worth.
Ragnorn is very wise.
The Wolf's Head Jamboree, carrying around a sign suggesting that the Valakians should feed me to the wolves. His punishment was more severe.
Was it
How
execution?
so?
I don't see any reason to let you know that.
I'd wish to
You
avoid
are
to
not
have this happen to
adjudicators
myself.
of justice here.
No, I wish to not have this happen to myself. So I just simply wish to know.
Well, if
would
you wish to have...
It's in your law books, isn't it? Why would you try to hide something like that?
Hide. If you wish to live a long and happy life here in Vallaki, that is very possible. All that you must do is abide by our laws.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, also, that's what I was gonna say. Are you worried at all that you said they have a lot of followers? You just mentioned. So are you worried that the population of the city might dwindle too much if we do this? Genuine concern here.
We can rebuild.
Okay. We have the technology.
We have the technology.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we have to get to planning, I suppose, to get the details down. I know
Alright.
what my duty is. So you want me to say her speech and then wait for her to do her thing, and while she's doing it, I will perform the deed.
Yes, and while her followers are caught off guard, as soon as they reveal themselves, you stab her, and when they are caught off guard, after they reveal themselves, which I just said, we'll have our guards round them up. I'm sure many of the citizenry will assist, and we will
If
have
I
them
may.
interred for later judgment.
If I may, I could simply address them after I take her out, and their spirits will probably be dampened at that point. So I could.
Yes, while we arrest them. A wonderful idea. I'll have someone
Well,
draft
no,
up
I
for you.
I didn't wish to make a speech at that point. I feel like that's a bit untimely. I wish to impress upon them the fact that they can give up their arms peacefully now and face a lesser punishment.
We will see.
Okay. All right.
Cut back
I
to
wish I just wish to offer them something a little.
Cut back to a spider in the attic.
Which one?
A random one. Hold on, let me roll some things. You guys don't know his adventure. Oh, Strahd falls out of the sky dead.
Oh man!
No.
Alright, pack up and leave,
Into a
boys.
bag of holding. What, Aiden?
Baby.
Pack up and leave, boys. Let's go.
Okay. All right, Elira, you have just happened upon one
A
who you
bunny.
can guess to be Victor Velakovich.
Two bunnies. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
As you
So many bunnies.
watch him for a moment, you see him. He's like reading the book. He's like, yes. And then he tries to cast a spell, but he seems to get something of it wrong, and it fizzles out again, and he and keeps at it.
What happens when he like what?
Just like a little.
Is anything-
flash of sparks?
Okay, so there's no like there's oh no pizza is not for you. There's no. Oh my goodness, sorry, he's tenacious. So there's no like clues or anything I can get from like how the spell looks or anything.
You don't have proficiency in Arcana, but I'll go ahead and let you make an Arcana check just to see. Maybe you get lucky.
Look, this is why I'm distracted. He's on the end table.
Oh, I get
Goodness
it.
gracious.
What a good little bunny.
What a guy.
Very mischievous little bunny. He will fit right in. Okay, Arcana check. Oh, I thought it was a 1. I thought I rolled a nat 1. It was a 7.
So
I mean,
+1 is
still
8.
just
So
bad.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Well,
don't.
not just as bad as a 1. But...
All you can tell is that he's trying to cast some kind of spell.
Okay. All right. He's over at that desk. Can I go over here? I'm on the ceiling above it. So I want to go over this desk and see if I can see if there's any clues on this desk. I don't want to go over to where he is quite yet.
On that desk, you find a closed book.
Computer died.
Your computer died?
But it lived.
Yeah,
You are still on...
You see a closed book, and written in large handwriting, all caps, on the title, speaking of all caps, are the words, "All is not well."
Interesting.
A Hobbit's tale.
Oh. Sorry, I want to mention that when you first saw Victor, you could have sworn for a moment, you saw a small rune-like symbol appear above his head. Kind of gave the impression of a crown.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. What was that? What was that one prophecy?
Madness will be his.
Troubled young man surrounded by madness and wealth. Home is a prison. He could be an ally. A place of secrecy and fortress is another note I have under that.
You should
Interesting.
totally unwild shape and talk.
First, before such a brash decision, I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Okay.
And just see what's going on. But I'm still real high up on the wall, like by the ceiling.
Yep. Okay. What are you trying to see? Are you
I'm
trying to listen to what
look
he's
at
saying, or what?
Well, yes, I'm trying to listen to what he's saying. I was thinking also, it looks like, I mean, I don't know if the illustration is accurate, but it looks like there's like papers on the desk.
There
I wanna
are.
see what
He's
he's
got
looking
a
at.
book open that he seems to be reading from, like studying intently.
Okay. But I can't see anything on it.
You can roll a investigation check. Try to get close and get a little bit of a look-see.
21.
Oh, nice. Okay. Roll Arcana as well.
Oh, 16.
Okay. Nice. Yes. All right. You see that young Victor here has opened a spell book. And he's opened to the page of a spell. The problem is, all wizard spell books are all written in, a spell book would automatically belong to a wizard, so no one else would have a spell book. So it's a wizard spell book. They're all written in like a cipher that only the wizard themselves knows. So you can't tell what page he's on, what he's looking at. But he doesn't seem to be like writing in it like a normal wizard would. He seems to like be studying it, trying to figure it out. And you hear the incantation that he says a little better this time. And now looking at the book, you can tell that he's trying to cast the spell Glyph of Warding, but failing.
Oh.
Interesting.
Gwen.
Okay.
Okay.
Would Elira know what
Victor-
that spell is? Because Lindsay doesn't.
Elira would. Make a stealth
Okay.
check for me. You're trying to still be stealthy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little spider.
Mhm.
I'm the nature of stealth.
What's he gonna do? Squash.
Okay.
Oh,
Glyph of warding, you could think of it as a magical landmine.
oh, okay.
I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, I'm glad
No.
I asked, because that is not what I thought that was. Okay.
Nope. It's
Magical
yes.
landmine.
This is the spell Isaac would actually gain access to at 3rd level or 5th level. It's you can cast another spell into it as part of it, or you can just cast it. If you just cast it, it just functions as a magical landmine. But if you cast something else into it, it would cast that spell when triggered, and you can set any condition to be the triggering event as long as it takes place within a certain radius of it. So, like a word, someone entering and not saying a specific word, that kind of thing.
Okay. So, pretty cool spell.
At this moment, though, you see that Victor looks up and notices you on the wall.
I'm a spider. Shouldn't I get advantage on a stealth roll?
He rolled a nat
Come
20 on
on.
his
Oh.
perception check. So
All right. Well,
no,
okay.
sorry.
I see.
But at the
Shit.
same time, you're just a spider, so what is he really gonna do?
He looks at you for a
Well, we're
moment,
about to find out.
and then you see him begin to summon a some sort of like fiery energy in his hand, and he
Don't do it, bro.
attempts to cast firebolt on you. What is a
I
spider's
cast
AC?
firebolt.
A fucking
Probably,
firebolt at a
like,
spider
one-
just because he's like,
Honestly,
oh, there's a spider. I'm a
I would do the
fucking
same.
firebolt at it.
A firebolt is like a
Honestly-
cantrip.
Yeah, if I saw a spider
Yeah, I
in my
know.
house and I could do firebolt,
Yeah, I
Like,
cast
my
fireball,
walls would be
burns down the
burned.
entire house.
yeah.
Okay,
was a
so I don't know what a spider's AC is, but it doesn't matter because I'm a spider. I have probably like 1 hit point, so if he hits me with anything,
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
dead.
Okay, so he got an 11 to hit, so he actually misses you.
Well, he
what do you
sucks at magic.
Oh,
What do you want
I'm
to do
gonna
at this
roast
point?
him later.
Run.
Fuck, I don't know.
Jump down and immediately change into a person so he doesn't try to shoot you again. Because he obviously is just trying to squish the spider.
I would have the element of surprise. Oh shit! I don't. Oh, sorry. I'm not trying to open Photoshop. All right. Okay, I'm gonna gamble. I think we need to talk to him. So I am actually element of surprise. I'm going to drop down and boom, I'm a human.
Okay.
Genasi.
We're gonna go ahead and
What?
roll initiative real quick. Not necessarily because we're entering combat, but just so we can keep track of what's happening when. Okay, what is your initiative roll? It's probably not better than his.
Well, the 12.
Okay, yeah, he got a natural 20. Again,
God damn it, Victor.
he's really good at this.
Shit.
So yeah. He's acting first. All right, so you've used your surprise round to transform back into Ulyra, the air genasi.
So we
I
kill
was about to say human. That's your bonus action, right?
Yeah.
So you actually still have your main action to do.
Just say something.
And you could say something.
Yeah.
Don't shoot.
I was literally, if that's the only thing that came to mind, is don't shoot.
Not a bad thing to say.
Um,
You don't want him to shoot.
Stop!
I'm gonna say stop, not trying to hurt you. You're Victor, right?
Nice.
Victor lets out a startled ah! and disappears
Appropriate.
right in front of your eyes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Disappears.
Disappears.
Better at
You
magic
see
than
the
I give
door
him credit
open
for.
and then close.
Okay, that worked well. This is what I get for listening to you guys.
Damn it.
I had the perfect video for this again.
Is it the ah!
It's this.
Is it?
This is him. Right now.
That is literally exactly what happened, but without the dead body.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is like not how I saw this going. I don't know if I should follow him or like.
It's your
I
turn
don't
in
know, try and
initiative. You don't
see
have a
what
lot
he's
of time to
looking at.
act.
All right, I'm just gonna.
Just
I
say
don't know what
something
else I
out
can
loud
do.
and
I'm
expect
gonna
him to
like.
be there. Because he might just be invisible. It's like if you're there, just like blah 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 blah. You know? Just want to talk. You know? Like
What if I lie and say I can help you learn this spell?
that's probably not a good way to get confidence.
I know I can't do
Say
it though.
if you're still here, I'm not trying to hurt you or something simple like that. You know.
There you go. If you're still here, I'm not trying to hurt you. The face you just made at your webcam.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. Ignore me.
I know, it was just like. It was
So
funny.
you say that?
Yeah. Why not?
I've been watching this video over and over again.
Silence.
Alright,
Wait,
I'm going to a persuasion check. Alright. I'm going to do oh no, that's perception. Sorry, that was not it.
All good.
9.
Okay. Yeah, you don't. Nothing happens.
Could fairy fire illuminate an invisible person? I don't know exactly how that works.
Each creature in a 20-foot cube. So, like
So I guess that includes invisible people.
this big of an area, actually, including invisible people, is highlighted in either green, blue, or violet, your choice, or whatever color light you want. If it fails the dexterity
Okay,
save.
well,
That would be a
the
massive.
door would be within 20 feet of me, right?
You choose a point, and then everyone within 20 feet of that point. So
Oh,
not
okay.
20 feet of you, but 20 feet of wherever you want.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that definitely seems like the only spell that would be of use in this situation. So I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire,
Where are you gonna cast?
and I'm
Where
gonna
you-
cast it, like towards the door.
Where?
I don't know, there.
Just go like
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay, you see a
No,
cowering
alright, I'm
figure
gonna
in the corner revealed.
It works! Oh my god, I can't believe it
Glowing,
works. I was like, I
in
took a gamble
whatever
of which
color.
corner he was gonna be in, and I thought it might be that one, and then I was like, it's gonna be the other corner. Oh my god, that was
He
stressful.
like
Blast
looks
move.
at his hands for a moment, realizes that you can see him, and he like slowly stands up. He says, "What do you want? Why are you here?
I just want to talk to you.
Did my father send you up here?"
No, he doesn't know I'm here. My companions are currently downstairs, distracting him. I came up here to look for you.
Why me?
The prophecy spoke.
Guys, I wasn't prepared for a conversation.
The prophecy
Is that what you
Engage-
say?
engage social- No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm telling you guys. Canon.
That's gonna be my
Jeez,
go-to.
I wasn't prepared for a
Yeah,
conversation.
anytime I have to talk to anyone, that's my go-to.
Fuck. Why do I always take this so seriously? I'm. What?
Asking questions.
Oh, should I ask him questions?
I mean, it's taking a while. It's like,
Excellent advice.
like, who's the dude in the chains? Are you stuck up here? Blah blah blah. Like whatever. You know, just railing out.
What are you? I see you're working on a spell here, a glyph of warding. What are you hoping to? What are you trying to do with that? It's a
Trying to
pretty
prevent,
hardcore spell.
trying to prevent intruders from disturbing me in my room.
Oops.
Clearly, I wasn't fast enough learning it.
Yeah, should have learned that sooner. Well, well, I We should cut back to the other people in this moment.
We can do that if you want to, real quick. Just to give
cut
you a
back
second.
to us, just to give Lindsay.
I'm so unprepared
Yeah,
for conversation.
you're fine.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you guys are in there, and it seemed like things were actually winding down, conversation-wise.
I stare at one of the guards to make him feel uncomfortable.
You, Lindsay, you actually get a message from Enya asking, "How are things going?" You know, a mental.
Oswald will keep you company while I go to the bathroom.
How are things going?
Oswald. Okay, and you like whisper a reply,
Whisper a
right?
response.
Okay. But I mean, he would see me whisper a response.
He wouldn't hear you whisper a response.
Okay.
We'll say that she caught you right as you were entering the room.
Oh, well then that wouldn't work because I was a spider.
Okay, we'll say that she caught you right now.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say I found Victor.
Enya looks at all the rest of you, and she's like, and tries to convey like that we need to buy more time.
Well, how about some dinner?
Dinner? It's 10 o'clock at night. What kind of dinner are you expecting? By the way, funnily enough, this is actually exactly the time that a pre-planned event that I had would happen.
So what happens?
The door opens,
Oh.
the butler walks in with a meat pie and some wine.
Hey!
Oh my god. Oh my
That is
god.
phenomenal.
It's time for some food, you know? Hey.
Literally wrote it out ahead of time to take place around now.
Brunyorn is now Italian. Hey, give me the pizza pie. Oh, you know.
If you guys had been sneaking around the manor, it would have been something for you to avoid. But as it turns out, it's just perfect timing. Anyways, so he walks in. He like clearly didn't know you were all here. Is startled, walks over to Victor and sets down the pie. Bows and then quickly makes his leave.
Who's Victory? You mean Vargas?
Vargas.
I'm
And,
like I'm
Vargas
staring
begins
at it.
denathoring the pie.
Ah, nice.
Oh, denathoring. Oh my god. Hey man, come on, man.
Come sing me a song.
God, sing me a song.
The way the tomatoes pop, bro.
So, songs where you come from. My songs something worthy in my head.
I just watched that yesterday.
Fit for my holds.
So Enya has just signaled to you that you need to buy more time
Right.
with Vargas.
Okay.
He's-
Vargas, my lord, do we have time to come up with a speech now? I feel like this is important stuff.
I don't see any need to. I can come up with it tomorrow when I have time.
We need a specific game plan, though. We need to lay out some ideas. Like, what if this goes sideways? What do you
Wachter suggest?
I mean, what are we supposed to do immediately after this? Because Wachter is expecting things of us. What do we tell her? And are you going to go public with
Tell
this?
her that you found a way to lure Isaac into an alley, and that you will dispose of him there.
Okay.
Isaac
Okay.
chuckles.
What time should we be doing that? And who's going to have the feign death spell? Because we need to figure that out now.
I will take care of that. I'm sure I can find someone.
Okay.
What do we tell her our plan is?
She has the plan. We don't really need to tell her anything.
You are all not the planners in this arrangement. You are all the pawns. You can expect me to maneuver you well.
I don't particularly see myself as a pawn. I
No
mean,
pawn ever does.
Well, you're quite on the money with the zingers, Miss.
Thank you.
yeah,
This is quite a good pie.
boy, I'm smack you, bro. I'm gonna smack you across the face. No.
Vargas
me off.
rings the little bell next to him, and shortly thereafter, the butler re-enters and he says, Have the cook bring some meat and cheese and bring some wine for our guests here. We've just entered into a most wonderful arrangement. I think our problems will soon be over.
Yes.
But at least to go do such.
Hmm.
Vargas, he seems to be relaxing as time goes on. And he sits back while eating his pie and he says, "So, where are you all from? Not here, obviously."
I hail from deep in the cold mountains of northern and eastern regions.
We have some mountains around here.
Oh, far from this place.
Yes, well,
Borderlands.
I am familiar with the devil's tastes. You aren't the first group who's come through here.
Right. Are most of the group? Have you met many groups that come? Like, how many have you had through the city?
Quite a number. In the last, in my lifetime, we've had 4 at least. Isaac here was one of the members of such a group, and he has stuck around to make Vallaki his home. Most happy here.
What happened to your party, Isaac? If you don't mind me asking.
Dead.
Was that the way with many of the parties you had encountered, I suppose?
Most, yes. Occasionally, one will survive, but not often.
What do they do? I mean, do you know of any that are still in contact with you or around?
Well, Isaac. He's the only one.
Save him, yes, of course.
Yes. He's been serving as the captain of my guard for some time now. I don't know exactly what happened, but when he first came here, he was young, much younger. By the way, Isaac seems to be in his late 30s, early 40s. He's been serving me for almost 20 years now. He came back one day after visiting town a few times with his party. He was alone, and he seemed, well, he was covered in blood. And he simply asked to live among us as one of us. And of course, I granted his request.
And soon after, I suppose he gained your favor.
Yes. And like I said, served as captain of my guard and my personal bodyguard. Very good fight.
Was the arm always like that when you entered? Was it like that when you entered Barovia?
Isaac frowns at this. And Vargas looks at him. No. He didn't have it until the day he came back.
Intriguing. Well, as a mountain folk, I typically wasn't used to being in such a refined environment as these cities, but it's been some time, and I've gotten...
You should visit our mountains sometime. Well, not the ones to the north. There's a troublesome servant of the devil who lives in those areas. We call him the Mad Mage. You can see his spells lighting up the sky sometimes at night, across the lake. Lightning bolts and fire all across.
Servants of the devil. That's bad news. We should stay clear of that. Can you actually give us the exact location so we know how to avoid it?
No. We don't know the exact location. We don't seek him out, you see, because of all the lightning and the fire.
I can imagine. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh yeah, right. I hope I think I'd feel quite at home at the mountains. Are there any dwellers of those? Any civil tribes in the mountains? But
no, not as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I'm far from people.
There may be the odd abandoned relic from an ancient time, but nothing living.
Well, enough about me. Will, where do
Yes.
you hail? Where do you hail from?
I
Hesitate.
yes. From a village.
In Barovia.
No,
Not likely.
I'm from outside of Barovia.
You can just
Small
make it
village.
up right now if you want to.
I'm trying to make it up. I don't actually know. Like,
Okay.
Will canonically does not remember.
All right then.
Yes.
Surely, man, you must remember where you're from.
I do not.
Well, how did you come to be here?
That is a good question, actually.
That's a good question. I met up with these fine fellows, doing odd jobs around. What was the town we originally were in? Like
Flan.
way back in Flan.
Back in Flan.
Before being lured here.
Don't know of this town called Flan, but I'm sure it must be beyond the mists.
It is far beyond the mists.
I'm not sure how the distance or the actual physicality of this land works, but it seems that it is somehow mystically disconnected from the geography of the outside world while still being present in it.
I have too many concerns on my plate to be thinking about the metaphysical aspects of our prison.
Yeah, I guess it's above me too.
Enya, what about you? Conversation. They talk.
Fascinating. I had no idea you did all those things.
And then Enya says, and that's when I kicked him in the dick. And if
Maybe
I
you should
shot
ask
her,
her. Talk to Drew.
A fitting story, yes.
Are you wearing your symbol of the sun right now, Rachel?
No, she
No,
put it away.
I said I put it away
Yeah.
before.
Okay.
Wait.
Drew even has a tale of where he's been. He's been
If
learning a
you're-
little bit of the common tongue. You might be able to.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, I do remember. He speaks, of course. I've forgotten.
I am full of surprises and many talents.
Wow, he speaks rather well.
He's
Mm.
Did you
deceptively
train him?
intelligent. Yeah, I trained him in
Ah.
common.
Trained. No, I don't know if that's the right word.
Mm.
Well, I didn't. No, I'm not. I didn't pick up on the fact that he meant train. I just assumed he meant trained the common tongue. So that's why my response is.
Mhm. I have been trained under Brunyorn to speak.
I must admit, I'm a little confused by the manner of creature you are. Are you man or beast?
I am a grung. I hail from a most wonderful swamp.
It's a rare creature.
Swamp.
Me and my tribe.
Not in Barovia.
No, very far away, very far. I was something of a prince there.
Prince among frogs.
Oh yes, I was the most important.
He doesn't really know how to react to that. I've never heard of frogs having any manner of monarchy.
Well, maybe not common frogs, but I am a grung.
But
Okay, retcon.
It's a lot of work.
I just came up with a story.
Oh.
Yes. Will, what's your story?
Well, I grew up in a small town. Shit town. No, I grew up in a very small village in the. I don't know much about the universe.
The Indies.
Near Flan.
Near Flan. I think we
Flan.
did. I think we remember. I remember that.
Yes,
we
that was like way back, and I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yes.
I joined up with a group of paladins known as the Sentinels that defended the village from the attacks of the demonic attacks from the thing that was there.
Vargas leans in. He's very interested in this. Defended against evil, you say?
Yes. Unfortunately, it did not end well. We were sent on a mission. I don't remember much of it. All I remember was being the only survivor, and somehow getting out alive. From there, I drifted.
What
And,
was the last
ended up
thing you remember in the mission?
I remember. I don't know if I want to talk about that. I do actually have a thing, but I don't want to talk about. I don't want to reveal it yet.
Keep your secrets if you wish.
Were you high
And where
ranking
did
in
you go?
Florida?
Particularly, soldier of the line, you might say.
Shame.
Where did your
We would
mission
have loved
take
to
you?
have best to help.
There's not many. Well, as I am the only one left, I don't know if there's much help to enlist.
Well, there goes that plan, I suppose. Could have done with some better guards around here. No offense, he says to the two guys standing.
A bunch of local yokels.
Mihai and what was the other one's name?
Knee-high.
I don't think he said the other one's name.
His name is Vesely.
Knee-high, Will.
Vesely.
Knee-high!
I thought that was like a traditional greeting, bro. Knee-high.
Everyone just like looks at you.
Because it sounds like me how.
That's racist.
All right, Lindsay, are we? Or Aiden, are you done with your thing? You
Chinese
don't have-
greeting.
I was
From
asking.
there,
I did.
ended up in Flan.
I was asking Will, where did you actually go where did your mission take you?
Well, the Underdark.
That's where the Dark Elves are?
No, the Underdark
No,
is like.
that's just Chicago.
It is actually where the Dark Elves are, by the way.
Wait,
The Drow.
is Hell and the Underdark different from each other?
The Underdark
Yes,
is just a
they're
really,
both
really,
okay.
really, really, really deep
The
dimension.
Underdark is just like a bunch of caves underneath the whole world.
Really
and
deep.
Hell is a different dimension.
Specifically, well, then not the Underdark. Specifically,
The
we
Nine
went through the
Hells.
portal into the Nine Hells.
You went to the 9 Hells, and you came out alive.
Don't know if it was all me.
Barely.
Got me out alive.
Barely. That is a fascinating story. I wish you'd remember more of it. I would love to hear it.
Ulira
Yeah.
in the room with Victor.
All right. I've given this thought,
This better
and
be
I
good,
wrote
honestly.
out what to say because, like, fuck. Okay. I'm going to say to him, you might not believe me, which is understandable, but I want to help you. It's obvious that something is very wrong here, and people are trying to push us into action.
You've
Your
noted.
father and Lady Walk. Yeah, your father and Lady Walked are trying to use us to take down the other, and some of my companions seem to be into that, and I am just trying to gather as much information as possible so that I can help the people here and avoid violence, if possible. And I sensed your magic and wanted to speak with you and see what you could tell me about your father and the situation here. You said you're trying to cast a ward in your own home. I mean, why do you feel you need to do that?
He doesn't know about my magic. If he finds out, I don't know what would happen.
I have no plans of telling him. Don't worry.
Well, that's relieving. I found an old spell book in the library once. I brought it up here and I've been studying it since. I can cast some spells and I'm trying to cast more, but it's slow going. Can you get me out of here? This home is my prison. I'm stuck here. My
And then from downstairs, we hear a
Oh, that's really
You good?
Demon dust.
I'm gonna be telling you a joke in the future, and you're gonna be sounding like that character from SpongeBob.
Oh, they're selling chocolate.
father tries to buy my affection with gifts and money. But he's mad. Everywhere, I'm surrounded by madness. I just want to leave, but I can't go anywhere.
If I can, I will help you to
You
get
help
away from
help me
here.
figure out this. And he walks over to a corner of the room and reveals something under the rug.
Whoa! What's under the rug? Whoa! That's
Alec's
cool.
got fancy cool effects. He says, I've been working on
Damn.
this teleportation circle to try to get me out of Barovia. I haven't gotten it to work yet. I've tried a couple of times with animals, and each time they've just disintegrated in it. I don't know how to tune it. You can make an Arcana check if you want to investigate it.
Okay, I would like to, but I don't know much. I got a 15.
Actually, good enough by the rules. You can look at this teleportation circle. By the way, it is literally a DC 15 intelligence check.
Oh my god.
So perfect. But or Arcana check specifically. But you can tell that this teleportation circle, he has scribed it and empowered it with magic, but it is horribly flawed. The only thing that could happen if something walks into this thing and tries to use it is it would just disintegrate or like suffer an immense amount of damage to whoever it is.
Yikes.
You, however, don't know anything about teleportation circles besides like being able to recognize them. You don't know how to like fix it, basically.
Okay. Okay, well then I'm gonna tell him that that I recognize what it is, but I don't know much about. Oh, hi, buddy.
Hey, that's a teleportation device. Oh,
Hey, oh,
good point.
but that I don't know how to fix it, but I can tell that although it's very impressive that he has been able to figure this out on his own and imbue it with power at all. There's some flaws in it, and as it is right now, it would disintegrate anything that tried to go in it. Oh my god, this isn't the toy.
You sound like the guy who like pretends to be an expert on something.
Sorry.
Well, clearly, you can see here.
I mean, she's saying all
well,
this.
it's because I've got a bunny. I've got a bunny trying to eat my thing.
As you tell him this, like you see his like face fall, and then he like slams his fist on the ground. And he says, "Damn it! You don't know how to fix it then?"
I don't. Teleportation is not my area of expertise, let's say. But
Can
yes?
Can you get me out of here?
I can try. I will do my best.
If you can get me out of here and out of Vallaki, I just want to see something different. I just want to be able to change something. I'll follow you.
Assuming this is that D&D rules are not like real world rules where he's a 16-year-old kid, and if in the real world that'd be kidnapping and such, like would I be kidnapping if I helped him? Okay, your face says I might be kidnapping.
I mean,
him.
imagine what his father will think. I mean, his father's the mayor, so
Yeah,
of
I
course
know.
anything
I mean, you
against
gotta
him
imagine-
is
Like, I
illegal.
know.
Please, you
imagine-
have to
Yeah.
get me out of here.
If it were
I'll do anything. I'll follow you.
I don't know. I don't want to make a promise.
Just explain what's really going on.
What do you mean explain what's really going on?
Like, what's actually the problem with with trying to take him with us? Like, what would be the problem? Like, your father's gonna think this. We can't really get you out without being ostracized by the community or blah blah like that.
Okay. I really want to help you. I understand, how bad the situation in here is and how bad you want to leave. And I will do whatever I can to help you. But at the same time, if I, just help you escape, you're still young. Like your dad is going to think that
My dad won't even notice
kidnapped
I'm
you.
gone. He barely spends any time with me as it is. He avoids me. If I'm in a room, he won't go in there.
What about your mother?
My mother won't even notice I'm gone. Lately, she's been losing herself. She's noticing less and less. She just sits and stares for hours. I'm watching my life fall apart around me.
Guys, I'm not good with kids. Okay.
Are you good with adults pretending to be kids?
Clearly not. Okay. Well, whether it's with teleportation or if it's some other way, I will do whatever I can to help you. My companions and I are just trying to. We really stepped into a situation that is like we just showed up and everyone's trying to use us against everyone else, and I just want to know like what the best thing to do here is, and if you can help us navigate that, we will definitely figure out how to help you.
Yes, I can help you. Just get me out of here.
Gladly accept.
Can you, if you can distract the guards down at the front entrance, we can climb out the window.
If we do that, then there's no going back. My companion and I, they'll know that it was us, and there's nothing that we'll be able to do to help anyone else here. That's a hasty decision.
My father.
Also, we
won't even
you
notice
just
I'm
met
gone.
me, and you're like, "I'll go with you guys." That's a.
Do you see where I live? Anything is better than this.
Why am I so bad at this? I don't know what to say to people.
Even if my father sees me with you, he won't do anything about it.
I doubt that greatly. He seems to really like enforcing his rules, and I assume that helping his son escape is not a rule he would like to let go of.
He doesn't care about me.
All right, if I can get you out of the house, if I can get you out of the house and to the inn where we're staying, would you help us figure out the situation,
Yes.
figure out what to do?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him that we're going to try that. I'm gonna try and figure out a way to get him out of the house, and get him to the inn, and then we will go from there. Look at him.
So not right now, right? That's what you're saying.
Going for the cord. Yeah, can you guys cut back to I need to think about this, and I need to get a bunny to not eat my computer cord.
Yeah, that's
Is
fair.
is it okay to cut back? Thank you.
Cut back.
Thank you. Sorry.
Brunyorn is saying randomly, "Oh, I sure hope no one tries to sneak someone out of the building today. That would be terrible."
The butler, by the way, comes back and brings you your snacks and leaves again. You all have fine
Nice.
pieces.
I open my
in my head canon is that Brunyorn is saying that. That's what's happening in my head.
The ramifications of that would just be, hypothetically startling.
The tension of the situation between everyone in the room seems to have gone down quite significantly. Although the guards are still there, he hasn't dismissed them yet.
So we're mid-chat about the meat and cheese. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you source this cheese? It's absolutely.
I swallow my pieces whole. I open my mouth like Stitch and just swallow it whole.
He tries not to notice.
It's absolutely adequate.
This is great.
Absolutely adequate. He just tells you like it's locally sourced. You know.
What? So you got like cows or something?
I mean, what town doesn't have cows?
We've been to Detroit.
I don't know. Barovia seems like a place.
Can't have shit in Detroit.
Barovia seems like a place bereft of sometimes.
We have livestock
outside. Outside.
You must have seen them around town. You looked through the whole town. Don't tell me you haven't seen livestock.
No, I'm more referencing outside Barovia because. Well, you see, they seem to be bereft of normal things outside of the city walls, like everything.
You mean Vallaki?
Yes, outside of Vallaki, the things are scarce. So
yes.
It's interesting to see that you have architecture, you know?
Well, yes, we are the most successful city here in Barovia. We do a fair bit of trade with other locations, other cities, other towns.
What are the other major cities here?
No, there's really only two. Used to be three others, but not for a long time. There's the town of Kretsk, which I believe I heard you came from. Is that correct?
That is.
Yes, and then if you keep going down the Svalage Road, away from Kretsk, you'll come across Barovia, the town of.
Anything interesting or worth doing there?
Honestly, that town is directly in the shadow of the Devil's Castle. You can see it from the town itself. It's a very glum place.
Are they held by his influence there?
They're not. They're not servants of his as such, but it's
they're not as cheerful as they are here.
No, most of the town is abandoned, and what few people there are well, hopeless and survive by a thread. There is a burgomaster there, but he has a son and a daughter.
Maybe we'll probably be there at some point. I mean,
I expect you will. The fourth town has been nothing more than a ruin for hundreds of years. It was destroyed by some kind of flood. No one knows the event, or most people don't know. I expect someone might, but we don't know the events surrounding its destruction.
Can you assume that it would be the cause of it would be something to do with Strahd's influence, or was it a natural?
The devil. His influence.
I'm gonna pretend that I said the devil because I remembered that, and then I was so busy conversing that I forgot. So I'm gonna. I didn't give
Sithrin a pass on this.
I made it a point to say the devil, and I was gonna say it in conversation earlier, but then like we keep cutting back to us having more conversation, and now I'm just like intrigued. I'm asking genuine questions, so I just
Ethan, do you want him to roll, or do you want me to just call it?
I think it would make sense to be exactly what Isaac said, but like in character. That he made a point to be saying the devil, but he got so interested in the conversation that he
I agree.
said Strahd.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, sure. Sorry, we come from outside. We have conversed with people a lot before. I didn't even think about it.
Saying his name gets his attention.
Yeah. So
I cannot let such things slide. I'll expect you to be on best behavior from now on.
Did someone say his name?
Yep.
Was it Ethan?
No, it was Brunyor.
Oh,
That would have been
okay.
Anyway, yes. Yeah. Would you surmise that had something to do with his influence, or do you think it was a natural event?
I think most evil thing, well, almost every evil thing that happens in Barovia can be tied back to him.
So Brez wasn't making any sort of revolutionary statement before they were destroyed. No?
That was hundreds of years ago. I don't have knowledge of that.
Of course.
I've heard there's currently a great evil that dwells in the remains of the town. You would do well to avoid it.
Or vanquish it.
If you wish. That was how one of the groups of adventurers met their end, trying to end her.
Shelob, obviously.
What, Isaac?
Nothing, I'm kidding.
Said Shelob.
He said Shelob, obviously.
Oh, Shelob, yeah. The witch. Some people call her many names. Most people call her Baba Lysaga.
Not the most intimidating title, but I'm sure she lives far past it.
Only
You
Brunyor
could
would
go
say
and tell
that.
that to her face, can't you?
I'm calling it like it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling it like no. She wasn't a former inhabitant of the city, was she?
I don't know.
I suppose we'll probably find out.
She is as shrouded in mystery as the devil himself. Of course, she stays in her swamp and doesn't bother anyone, as long as we don't bother her.
So Berez lies on a swamp?
Yes. The remains of the town is now a swamp.
Is there any...
I would
Destroyed by a
much like to visit this place.
If you want to die to that witch, be my guest.
There's no warring factions in Barovia. I'm assuming
There are two warring factions. Everyone else and the devil.
Yeah,
We're all fighting to survive in a land that he is destroying.
So in a way, there's peace, but
if you can call this peace.
And mutated evil form peace, the same kind of peace that you get by killing everyone so that there's no one left to commit crimes.
I would call that excellent peace.
Peace and quiet, yeah.
Yes. With that, we can cut back to Lindsay, if you're ready.
Yep. I'm gonna
All right.
stand up. Yep.
I
Okay.
spilled juice all over my hands while I was doing that. So
Victor, by the way, covers the abjurate or the teleportation circle back over with the carpet that was there.
Okay. Okay. So you said you would help us if we get you out and get you to the inn.
Yes.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay. So can you cast that invisibility spell again?
Yes,
Because
I can.
that was very good. That was very good.
He blushes.
Okay.
Aw.
Aw.
Thanks.
So okay, I can see two possibilities here. If you think you can go unnoticed with your invisibility spell, what we could do is I could turn back into a spider or something, and you can sneak downstairs.
How did you do that? By the way? Turn into a spider.
Oh, I'm a druid of the Circle of the Moon. Yes.
Why isn't it a
I
square?
don't know what that means.
Square of the moon.
We have a lot we can talk about then
All right.
when we are
You
not
promise
in.
to tell me how you did it.
Yes, I promise. I will tell you.
Okay.
Says Lyra. Lindsay, on the other hand, does not know how to explain that.
You can just say I explained to him how I turn into an animal.
Zappity
Great.
zoopity.
Okay.
You're just
Well-
very closely tied with the magics of the forest, and that kind of just innately gives you that ability.
You would know that like only you, like a druid
Mhm.
or a
But yes.
polymorph. maybe.
You can continue your conversation.
Okay. We can talk about that, but right now we need to figure out, because my companions can't stay here all night. We need to figure out how we're gonna get you out. So, I think what we could try is if you can cast your
I can cast my invisibility, but I don't want to go by my father's bodyguard.
Oh, okay.
I'm scared
Will
he
he
might
sense?
see me or know I'm there.
Okay. What? Does he have can he like sense magic around him?
I
Do you know what he can?
don't know what he can do,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I don't want to risk it.
Okay.
He
Okay.
scares me.
Then my second idea is cast invisibility. Do you think you could? Are we on the third floor or the second floor?
Third floor.
Third floor.
Broken leg, whatever.
Would I be able to cast levitate on him and like lower him to the ground?
You absolutely
Okay.
could.
Okay. What if you use your invisibility? I stay in this form so that I can you can there's a window in here, right?
Yep.
I can't remember. Okay, I'm
two
not looking
windows.
at the map right now. Okay. Which side of the houses are they on? The house are they on?
They're
Is
on
it by the
the
front
house that you
door?
entered, so last you knew there was one guard at the front entrance.
Okay. And they're both of the windows are on that side of the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so what I can do is because I need to signal to everybody when they need to leave and like cause a commotion and distract the guards. But I'm thinking so you cast invisibility and then I can use levitate to lower you to the ground. And then you would mingle with my companions and go with them.
I can be
Or-
invisible for an hour.
Okay, well then
Probably make it in while invisible.
okay, well then yeah, you can do that. We just need to
Great, let's
I
go.
don't know how much. No, whoa. Whoa. I don't know how much noise that would make, lowering you to the ground and opening the window and climbing out. I don't want to raise the guard's suspicion, so I think we need to wait until it sounds like they're leaving, because
Are there
then
two
that'll be enough. Well, last I saw there was one guard at the door.
Can you distract him?
But not if you want me to levitate you down to the ground. If you want to just climb down, then sure. But yeah, I know. So no, I need to levitate you. So we need to wait for them to get distracted by everyone leaving, because that will cause a lot of noise. And sorry, side note, I need to look at the map. Are the windows, are they right over the door, or are they off to the side?
Adjacent,
Okay.
but like above where the guards would be standing. So one of them, the one on this side, you remember that guard was the one who went inside. But that is what you remember. You don't know that for sure. The windows are shuttered. You could open them from the inside.
Okay. Damn, if only I'd looked before I turned back into a human. But I could not have foreseen any of this happening. Okay.
Let's just. I mean, I don't think they'd notice if I just opened the shutter.
All right. Do you want to cast invisibility first so that you
good
could
idea.
look out? He's a rash little lad, isn't he?
With that, he casts invisibility and disappears.
Okay.
And then he
Alright.
turns visible again and says, "Wait, I have an idea." And he begins opening the window stealthily. Doesn't do it very stealthily though. With a bit of a clatter. He seems to be in a bit of a hurry. And you hear like shuffling from below, but he like looks out the window, and you hear him mutter some arcane words. And then he looks back and he says, "I'm taking care of the guard. We can go. He's distracted."
What did you do?
I told him to check around the back of the house. It's a spell I learned from the book. I can tell him to do stuff and he'll do it.
That's a very useful spell. Are you sure he went around to the back of the house?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. I want to peek my head out and check, but if they see me, that's game over. So.
Do you have one more wild shape?
Yeah, but I need to levitate him down to the ground. I can't cast it.
You can stealthily look out the window.
Yeah, I can attempt to stealthily look out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if he's invisible, levitate him down, and then turn wild shape.
Yeah.
Just tell him to look.
Yeah, I know that was the plan. Okay, you cast your invisibility.
He casts his invisibility. That's the last time I can do it.
Stick your head out of the window and see if there's a guard, and then bring your head back in the window to tell me if there's a guard. Don't say it while your head's out the window. I feel like I need to spell this out.
You hear him whisper, "There's no guard. I told you I took care."
Okay. All right. Climb onto the windowsill, and then let me know. Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna cast levitate.
Okay. He pushes himself off and like kind of floats out, and he's like, "Wow." You don't actually see that because he's invisible, but you have to mentally control him up and down. So if you do that, you can bring him down to the ground.
I just realized that I probably should have asked him if he needed to because this is probably his one chance to get out. So I should have asked him if he needed to bring anything with him, or get rid of the teleportation spell or something.
You could probably whisper it to him.
He comes back in, he grabs a bunch of stuff, he leaves. I was gonna do that and then I forgot to, so he did it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Great. Okay. So I cast levitate, and I'm going to lower him to the ground slowly, gently.
Okay.
Oh no! Don't look at your notes. Oh,
Get in my
don't
notes.
do that.
Beat it up, squash
just-
into jelly.
You see the bunny behind me?
Yeah.
I just noticed he's in the
All right.
frame.
He's invisible, and you can't talk to him. Cool.
Well, you could try, but probably
But you've
shouldn't.
lowered him to the ground.
Well, I told him to go to the inn and meet us
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
You
I
just
mean,
have no
you can
confirmation.
So I
try
just have to trust.
see
I just
if you
yeah.
can figure out any way of seeing if he went there, but like again, he's invisible and you can't talk to him. So
What's the ground? What is the ground like outside? Is it
It's
grass?
grass.
Is it dirt? Is it
it's grass.
okay? Can I see if there's any like indentations in the grass?
From up here, it'd be hard to do it, so I'd make you roll with disadvantage. But yeah, you could check.
Okay.
That would
Investigation.
be a either survival or nature, whichever one you have a higher. Probably
Survival.
Yeah.
Yep. 13. Oh wait, you said with disadvantage.
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Okay, 13 again. No,
Yeah,
17 that time, but 13.
The check was a 12, because, wait, what's his modifier?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 12. Okay, yeah. So you see the ground slightly depress, moving off in the direction of the inn.
Okay,
Like
great.
the footsteps.
Okay. What really? I wish I had the thing. I wish I could like tell Enya when to use that spell to communicate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn back into a spider.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go through the house. Wait, I'm actually gonna wait till I get to the trap door to be a spider because that's a long way to cover as a spider.
Okay.
So I walk to the trap door, and then I turn into a spider.
Yes.
And then and then I'm gonna go back through the house. I'm gonna go back down and find Cithrin and
Okay.
crawl
You're
up
going
on his
into the
hand.
room with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people.
Oh.
So
Okay. Well, first let's not be hasty. Let's put me downstairs, and then I'll see what the room. Because I didn't realize there were that many people in there. Let me
Oh,
see.
okay.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
well, you can look under the door and immediately see that there are 2 guards, Isaac, Vargas, and then your entire party in there.
I mean, what's the harm? You're a little
Yeah,
spider. Who
I mean-
cares?
There's only four
No,
of
I
you need
know.
to worry about.
But I know, I just realized there's like a bunch of other doors down here. And if you guys are still, can I listen? Like, does it seem like they're like wrapping up, or are they still like they're talking?
They're talking. They're actually kind of starting to chat a little bit, you know, talking about the city that was destroyed.
I mentioned Strahd once,
Okay.
but I think I got away with it.
Okay.
Don't mention Strahd.
Okay, I would actually, if they're still like definitely chatting, I would like to go down and see if I can peek in these doors.
Okay, yeah, you can peek in
To
that
see if
door.
there's anything interesting.
In here, it's the kitchen. There's a cook, an old friendly-looking cook, cleaning up from making a
looks
meat pie.
nice.
And there's 2 doors. And a window that looks outside. You can guess that the one door would
The door goes
probably go outside. Yeah. Who said
Yeah.
love you all?
Yeah, that was Mom.
Oh, hey.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Mom.
They said hi.
We love you too. No.
He has a camera.
No, I don't.
He
have
has a camera.
She doesn't know.
You want to look in the door to the north?
Yep.
You look in there. It is a pantry.
Great, leave.
Leave. Okay.
We don't got time for this. Leave.
Oh yeah.
Gotta
Okay. South door. Speedy,
Yeah,
I'm a speedy spider. It's out there.
You go in here underneath, and you see the maid and the butler. They seem to be like making some kind of wicker thing out of all of the branches and twigs that you've seen out in the hall.
And I've seen this movie.
In the corner you see stacked what looks like it could be pieces of a large wicker sun.
I know what this is for.
It's for burning.
Are they talking?
No.
Okay.
Apart from occasionally asking
All right.
pass a tool.
All right, north.
Servants' quarters.
All right, south.
Plank went in there.
All right, let's go to that other door. Yeah, that one. You know the one. Get
Dining
through
room.
this. Okay. Anything is interesting in here?
No.
Okay.
There is-
And I think there's just one more door, right?
Two
Yeah,
more
down there.
actually, but yeah. In here, it looks to be like a smaller den for maybe entertaining smaller amounts of guests or just hanging out. You see the head maid in here, and she's sitting reading a book, drinking some tea.
Okay. I'm gonna go back out.
Okay. North door.
Yes.
Closet.
Great.
Blood everywhere. I'm kidding.
All right. I think I went in every.
You did, yes.
Forgot about the dude in chains. We forgot about that guy.
I know. No, I remembered him, but the thing is, like, I have to be strategic about what I can do here, and I can't do anything about him. So, but I will tell you guys about him when we get to the inn.
Okay.
Presumably, we can ask the kid about.
You know, actually, okay, I genuinely think at this point that Enya would probably check in with you again, but you are in spider form, so you can't respond right now.
I'm gonna think real hard at her.
Can we say she checked in earlier? Because I was thinking while you were.
We roll some things. See.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Nat 20. Yeah, she checked in earlier. She checked in literally the exact second before Elira changed back into a spider, and then gave the signal to wrap it up.
Whoa, which one of us has a spidey sense?
I know,
Doesn't
right?
seem like me.
Which one of us rolls nat 20s every single time that she's not being controlled by her player?
Oh my goodness.
Right. Did you?
Alright, so you guys a few minutes ago got the signal from Enya to start wrapping it up.
Can I say where I'm waiting for them?
Yes.
I'm gonna be like on the corner of this wall, like right about hand height.
Okay.
For
cool.
Cithrin, not normal people hand height.
Well,
Cithrin hand height.
I just realized there's a curfew out tonight, and we should all be getting sleep right now. And here we are blathering on in the middle of the night.
As you say this, you see Vargas like starting to like drift a little bit, and he sits up. He's like, yes, Isaac, show them out, please.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm glad we could be of assistance.
Thank you for finally seeing my way of doing things is the right way. Isaac opens the door, and you guys all start to follow him out. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't leave. And then I refuse to elaborate.
You don't leave?
I'm kidding.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah. And he goes over to the main door and opens it. Ethan, you see Elira waiting in the same spot for you as where you dropped her off. I would make you roll perception, but you would probably automatically look in that place expecting her. So, yeah. Yeah, you grab her. The guards follow you out. And Isaac wordlessly Shuts the door behind you. But Ethan, roll sleight of hand for picking up Elira.
I'm just a little spider guy.
Spider guy.
Isn't she a jumping spider? Why did you just jump on
All right,
since
20.
we walked
Oh,
by?
perfect. Yeah.
I am a jumping spider.
You
I
are.
forgot.
You guys make it out. Wow.
Neat.
Damn.
Doing a
Didn't
lot better than I
die.
expected.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Yeah,
for real.
same.
Yeah.
Wow, that's how you do a stealth mission.
That is how you do it. Knock out the guy in front and then try to
And what
salvage
was
it.
the fact? What was the factor? I was.
Oh my goodness.
No, I think it was
Oh my God.
not being
Okay.
ultra aggressive and beating the shit out of the first person we saw.
Okay.
Also,
Listen,
you guys like committed to doing a lot, so
Yes,
That's
because
interesting.
I was actually fully ready to, like, if we were gonna like sneak in regularly like we did the last time, as opposed to like requesting an audience, I was ready to just deck a guard in the street and steal his uniform.
Oh my goodness. Ah!
You are
We would've-
reported back to the Blue Water Inn by a guard.
Neat.
By the
Whoa,
way.
is there a well over here?
Yes.
I slurp.
Okay.
Oh my god, guys!
Well, it's now poisoned because you are a poisonous frog.
No.
Guys,
I don't slurp.
Guys, we have a serious problem here. Forget everything else. The maids in the Wachter house. What are we gonna do? We gotta save them. We gotta get them out of here. It's a hostage. situation. We have to extract the maids.
Listen,
problem.
To make a
Maybe-
plan.
As you guys,
as long as they are my maids
as you guys
afterwards.
get to the Blue Water Inn, the guard he salutes you and he leaves to go on his duties. Like not a salute, but just like he bids you farewell.
Heart nod.
Mm-hmm.
I poop on it.
Sithrin, take me up
Roll
to the bedroom so that I can
leave
come
so that
down
it's
like a
second.
human.
Yes, I will do that. Come
I'm
with me.
serious. I'm serious, guys. The maids. This is a problem.
He thinks
When
they're
did you
hot,
do that?
so like, I can't go through the door. Oh, you can go through the window though.
Yeah, you can just watch it.
Just go through the window,
A
guys.
horde
Yeah,
of
they-
creatures climb in through the window.
Hold on.
Die.
While you guys are still outside, give me a second.
Ernst comes up and mutates into a massive beast.
A young man, as soon as he sees Elira arrive back,
He's Kylo
materialized
Ren.
in front of you all.
It is Kylo Ren, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's Kylo Ren.
I couldn't stop it from being Kylo Ren.
No,
Like
it's
Kylo
good.
Ren.
It
It's fine.
Victor.
It looks like literally like a painting of Kylo Ren.
That's
He looks proud of himself. He says, "I made it."
Well, how would he see you, Lyra?
Yeah, I was gonna. Sithrin had to take me upstairs so that I could come
Yeah,
down
you can only access the rooms you guys are in from the outside. So you'd have gone up, changed, come back,
Oh.
and been in front. So yeah,
Oh,
trust
gotcha.
me. I know.
Okay. Okay, well then I'm going to. I don't think he should go in. I don't think anyone should see him. So I think we should go up to one of the rooms to talk because I don't think that I mean I trust the Mardikovs, but still less people to see him the better.
Lyra,
Okay.
who is this?
Come with me.
A maid?
And you'll be. Yes, sure. Let's go with that.
A maid.
Let's go upstairs. You don't have to change the map though if you don't want to. Like that's fine.
Yeah,
You
I
can
mean,
just pretend.
I literally just have to drag you north, but it's still.
So,
Okay.
Lyra, do you mind explaining yourself?
Well, this is Victor, whose name I literally just forgot him, Velakovich. And he's gonna help us in exchange for getting him out of the house.
He's a child. You would
My
prove
man.
a child.
Child.
I'm always up for
you
a
do
good
this?
kidnapping.
Could a child do this? And he casts prestidigitate and like sparks fly out of his hand.
I look at him extremely unimpressed, and then just ignore him completely and look back to Elira. I expect
Can
to get an answer.
Okay. Can I tell Victor, to just be like, can you just give me a minute to,
But I can.
explain
All right.
to
Fuck
my,
is
to
this
my...
guy?
Fine.
Okay, I just want him to be out of earshot, and then I'm gonna turn to Brunyorn and be like, listen. Do you remember? Just kidding, but but seriously, the prophecy foretold of a young man surrounded by wealth and madness, and let me tell you, after talking to him and seeing the house, I sure do believe that this is that young man.
I
And
know
even if it
another
isn't,
prophecy
I would
that
still like to
Lady
help him.
Wachter spoke of that you guys seemed quite hesitant to believe in, but suddenly the prophecies are important.
Well, listen, she turned out to be a demon-worshipping leader of a coup, so I stand by that.
Sure, but that's great and all, but how does that help us in relations with Vargas? Once he checks on his son and finds that he's not there, who do you think he's going to blame, and what do you think is going to happen to us? He's got to go back, and he's got to go back quickly. He's going to have to get out on his own. We can't. We can only help him.
The only way he would agree to help us, listen, the only way he would agree to help us is if I got him out of the house. And when I found him,
own, though, so that we aren't implicated. That's what I'm saying. Like, help him. I was about to say with the teleportation device, but I don't know if that exists. But,
yeah. Also, we couldn't. There's no way any of us could help him with that.
Yeah, I know.
None of us have
I'm not
teleportation.
talking about that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Also,
all right.
There's no way that Vargas would know that we took him out of the.
Here's
it's
what
not
I'm
like we're his only avenue out.
Victor has to go back to the house until we're ready to leave Valaki, because then we won't have to come back. So we have to make sure that all of the events that we need to do are taking place, and that we retrieve our items.
Listen, Victor is gonna help us figure out how to deal with all of this without actually causing a
mass slaughter,
war.
Sure,
yeah.
Well, okay. He is a child, but if he is going to,
who knows Vargas? Who knows the situation? Who is largely ignored by all the adults in his life? So he probably sees a hell of a lot more than they think he does.
Regardless, we can't ignore the danger of having him around and not in the house. We need to send him back to the house once we're finished conversing with him, just for the time being, at least. He can come with us when we leave.
Can't. We can't send him back to the house. He used all of his
Well, you can
invisibility.
You can rest and get them back.
Mm-hmm. Let's just talk to him before you up and decide that we have to send him away.
Well, I mean, you can rest and get those back though. The spells. They're not gone.
But let's talk to him first.
Okay. What do you think he's gonna tell us?
Well, I don't know. Let's ask him.
Okay. Am I the only one who's even slightly concerned for our safety?
A little bit.
Who's to say he didn't get out of the house on his own anyway? Using us being there as a distraction.
Okay. Well, we were there the night of it. I mean, who else? I mean, we're the only.
He used us as a distraction. We didn't know.
Okay, let's just.
I think you're overly concerned about this situation.
I'm not really.
We need to talk to him and find out what he knows.
Yeah, let's talk to him.
All right, so let's go wherever he is, bring him back in.
Yeah, you invite him back into the room. He's looking apprehensive.
Well, what knowledge do you have for us?
Okay. That's not really a way to get.
Why do we keep asking Brunyorn to ask children? It never goes well. Or
I did not ask him to ask.
Yeah. Why do you have Brunyorn to ask children?
Well, I mean, no one else was talking, so.
Okay, Victor. I've gotten you out of the house. But we we've put ourselves at risk by helping you escape. So, we
What
need your
risk?
help to. Well, your dad, when he notices that you're gone, is gonna come looking for us.
I keep telling you, he won't notice.
Oh, we can't.
Are you
exactly
sure?
Just bank. on
I'm
that,
sure.
right?
You said he ran.
Or I can still help.
You can.
Okay.
Let's talk about how you.
What do you want? What do you want help with?
What is your father doing exactly?
I saw a man tied up in a room in the house. It looked like he'd been badly beaten and he was hanging from manacles. Do you know what happened there?
He takes people. He's convinced that any negative emotion, any bad thing is going to summon the devil. Summon Strahd.
But didn't
He doesn't seem
himself-
comfortable saying that, and so he's scared of his own temper and letting go. So he takes it out on people who disobey him. Strings them up sometimes for weeks at a time and beats them. Keeps them alive. Sometimes they survive, sometimes they don't.
Seems like a great way to encourage good feeling.
Do you have any ideas on stopping him? Have you thought about it at all?
I just want to leave. I don't know how to stop him.
Don't we all want to just avoid having to deal with the problems that are facing?
Someone else needs to be in charge.
You want Lady Wachter in charge?
No. She's worse than he is.
Fucking crazy.
So we've
Do you
gathered
Do you want
Who-
me to be in charge?
who should be in charge. Who would you put in charge?
He like sits. He doesn't really thought about that before.
How about you? Why don't you get in charge?
I don't want to be in charge. I want to leave. I'm coming with you. I'm coming with you.
You may want to leave, but there are certain things that need to be attended to here. Certain, shall we say, injustices that need to be addressed, whether by us or by someone else.
We need to make sure that when we leave Valaki, we didn't leave a bloody mess behind us. So we need to make sure that the people here are.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Someone else. Someone who no one's thought about. I don't know.
Well, whoever it is going to be, I don't think we have the power to enforce his rule in any manner. So, whatever it is that happens.
I have power.
Do you?
Okay, you think
Because you were
Okay,
locked in that
Kylo,
room.
little spellbook
I
is
could-
to help you.
I was kept there because I had nowhere else to go. Now I have somewhere else to be, and now I'm here.
Do you think you could capture the city with your little spellbook?
I don't think that's what he's suggesting, Runyorn.
No, I mean, he literally said, I have, like he said, there's no one has the power to take over, and then he said, I have the power.
He said I have power,
I have
not I
power,
have the power.
So I just want to know. If you
I'm not. I don't want to take over Valaki. I just want to leave. But we're not helpless. We can stand up for ourselves. I can stand up for myself.
Someone's got to start the movement.
Ethan died.
Dead.
Babe,
What about that toy maker?
did your computer die?
Blinsky? No, he can't be in charge. He's an idiot. I figured.
Aw.
He can join on his phone.
I look crestfallen. as he
Babe,
as he
join on
assaults
your
the
phone
citizens.
or your other computer.
He's friendly enough, but he can't run a town. Then suddenly something occurs to him. Maybe. I mean, no. You guys must have thought of that already.
Thought of what?
Tell us,
Try us.
boy.
I mean, you're in his inn. How could you not have?
Of
I
Irwin?
must admit the thought did cross my mind, but listen,
I mean, if you want someone to lead the town, why not Irwin?
he's just an innkeeper, and he doesn't want. He expressed his important, like his need to not be involved in the politics.
I don't know. Why do I have to pick the next leader?
You
of the
don't.
town?
You don't. We're not asking you to pick the next leader of the town. That's not what's happening. We're looking. You're someone who has lived here your whole life, and obviously, Vargas is your father, and you have clearly had run-ins with the Walkers, so you have more inside
She tried to
information
Force
than
her daughter on me.
what did you do when
Ooh, he
she tried?
looks like he cringes at that. She walked in on me doing magic, and I tried to make her forget, but I messed it up. I don't know what happened, but
That's not great.
Great.
now she thinks she's a cat.
Yes, I am aware.
Got something in that book.
Sheesh.
I
What
don't know how to fix it.
what spell did you try to cast?
I think it's called modify memory.
Okay.
Have you tried learning more about modify memory, how to cast it properly?
I haven't figured it out yet. As soon as I can, I'm gonna try to fix her.
Are you familiar with dispel magic?
I can't cast that yet either.
Neither
Would
can
that even
I.
work, Drew?
Neither can I. So
Well,
bad.
maybe can you cast spells?
Oh yes.
And does someone have like water in the room?
Yeah.
Yes, I have a
There's
water bottle.
Sure.
I take the water out with shape water, and I'm like waggling my hands around as it's happening, like whoa, and it's just like making just like a bubble
He's
in the
like,
air.
he looks at, he's like, whoa.
Whoa.
He like holds his hand out, and like a small spectral hand like emerges from it, and he starts like poking at the water with his mage hand.
And I like slowly drifted above him.
No, now he starts backing away.
Oh, it's just an old grung joke.
And then I put it back.
Maybe we should call Irwin in here and see if he can help us figure out this situation.
I think you know what he's gonna say, Cithrin. That's what he said before. I mean, what? Are we really gonna pin all of these responsibilities on him? That knowledge alone is
We're not trying to pin anything on him.
What about the mysterious bard downstairs?
Mysterious is the
what I'm
operating word there. I wouldn't.
It's gonna help. It's. I mean, it's not like because then, what is he gonna do? Say like, I'll start a revolution, and then now he's responsible for starting a revolution? Or, I mean, what is he gonna do? Really, if we tell him any of this.
You're talking about Irwin or Victor?
Yeah, Irwin.
Why doesn't one of you take charge of the town if you want?
I am quite
We
fit
don't-
for it.
We're not here to live in Valaki.
He looks like he regrets that suggestion.
Yeah, we've been here all of one day? I mean, this is not. We don't want to take charge of this town. We didn't want to be involved in any of this.
Well, you did a great job of that.
Yep, sure did.
I'll be glad to be rid of this town.
Just think this morning you guys woke up and went shopping.
Yes, I still got to pick that up.
Yeah, I can't believe this has been one day.
Right. Okay, Victor. You said your father will never notice your disappearance, but I think we both know that's not true. At some point,
No, he won't.
Your father is going to check on you because otherwise,
I'm gonna
you would never know.
do an insight or a perception check to see if he actually is telling the truth about that.
Go ahead.
Would that be insight or perception?
It'd be insight.
I got an 8.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, he looks truthful enough. Seems. I mean, it still seems far-fetched, but you don't think he's lying.
I say, when was the last time that your father has seen you?
He hasn't spoken to me in weeks.
There we go.
So that's an amount of time. So
Victor, can I ask, how did you the spell tome that I saw you using? Where did you get it?
In my father's library. It was buried under a stack of books.
It probably belonged to an old adventurer or something.
Is your father a magic user?
No, he's just an angry man who likes to use his fists to take his anger out on people, and then lies about being angry after.
Sorry, are you allowed to leave your house, Victor?
Not always.
So if he showed back up at the front door and announced, I'm assuming that wouldn't go over well.
I doubt he'd do anything about it. He seems afraid to lash out at me.
So that's interesting.
Do you feel confident that if you went back, you'd be able to sneak out again, or no?
I'm not going back.
Here's the situation as I see it. This is the thing that we're all trying to solve, and I think laying it out more explicitly will help all of us try and get more on the same page. Clearly, neither Vargas nor Lady Wachter are good for this town. Neither of their methods are healthy, and both will end in a large amount of bloodshed. However,
so we should establish communism.
Yeah, okay, bud.
Ideally, however, it would be best to be able to neutralize both of them. However, that would create a power vacuum. And if nothing is prepared to step into it, then we're not doing anybody any favors ultimately.
I mean,
so who or what do we think could fill that vacuum?
Me.
Or who at least do we think, yes, Will, you can stay here and be the magistrate?
Now that you actually laid it out,
Or at the very least, who do we think we could talk to who might be able to give us the answer to that?
I just thought of something interesting. So you know how I was asking the Burgomaster Vargas if he was concerned about the population drop once the coup was thwarted at the festival, right? Because there's a lot of followers. He said it's a power balance that he's unable to act against since it's so large. So do you think if they went to fight each other, the guards versus the fanatics, do you think they would just like kill each other off, and then what's left will rise up so they like it solve itself? Like, think
that's not a great solution, to be honest.
Yeah, but like
that is like a very chaotic evil.
I was about to say, like, wasn't one of the whole goals for you guys to not have a lot of bloodshed, and now your goal is to let both sides kill each other dead?
I'm not saying we're doing that. I'm saying that's gonna happen anyway. Like
that is not necessarily gonna happen.
Trying to avoid any kind of violent uprising on either side, not
also
incite both sides to violence against each other and let them fight it out.
Okay,
Also, the thing is,
I'm just thinking about it.
before we showed up, like they were at a stalemate. Like they weren't gonna do anything either side. Like Lady Walker was saying, like how she has a plan, but but it's not gonna work without you for the plan. So like they weren't gonna actually do anything, and like Vargas just said that he wasn't actually gonna do anything because her power is too big. So like we just stumbled into this and like made them both decide to act when they weren't even going to.
And then
So,
you
like,
guys
we
infiltrated
can't
Lady Walker's house and convinced her that she needed to act by knocking out Ernst and leaving him in
Yeah,
shit
I'm not
zone.
I'm not suggesting that that's a good idea. I'm just thinking it through. So,
I'd like to point out that we only got into this situation ultimately because Brunjorn started fucking kissing ass to fucking Lady Walker.
okay.
Swallowing
All right.
her
You know what? Actually,
propaganda.
I wasn't swallowing anything. I wasn't doing anything like that. I was actually just trying to, help people. All right. I'm not here to kiss anyone. Okay. I'm here to
What
try
about
to
me?
figure out
You kissing me?
what's
Kissing
going
babe.
I
trying
would
to figure out
kiss.
what's going on. All right. You guys can't just pin this all on me. All right. I'm not the devil here. In fact, I worship the sun, and I will not have this slander. Okay. And that's the last I'm going to hear of it. Now, what's really the problem is that none of us have the power to do anything governmentally in this system, and the best thing we could do at this point is just leave now, okay? We have to figure out a way to fix this. Otherwise, all of us are in big trouble, and lots of people are going to die. Now, currently, the best option we have is to do what Vargas says and then deal with Vargas later, because Vargas has the ruling authority in the world, and he has at least enough stability to leave the city as it is. Okay. Anything else? I'm open to hear.
The problem is if we
gonna kill
support
everyone.
Vargas, he's going to enact mass slaughter on the citizens that he decides
That's
are
not
devil worshippers
He's incarcerating them. That he's not slaughtering them.
in order to kill them. He said that.
No, I'm going to make sure he doesn't. Remember, I asked him to exile them, and he said he might.
He said he would think about it in a very dismissive manner.
Yes.
And also exiling them is not a solution either.
Why? We could just take them to somewhere else, or allow.
We're gonna take,
where else?
Yeah, right. We're gonna take half of the population of a large town through Barovia by ourselves. Who the fuck knows where?
Imagine rolling initiative for that group.
It's not like that's an unheard of thing. A caravan, a group of people. But that's not what I'm suggesting. I'm suggesting we just lead them out of the city. Like, we're not taking them somewhere. We're just leading them out of the city.
That's
and then leaving them to the wolves
it's that or letting Vargas just put them all in jail and maybe kill them all. All right.
Are you're having this conversation out loud in front of Victor, right?
Yeah.
Victor pipes up and says, "Not most people in the town don't support either Lady Walker or my father. Most people just want to be about their business and not be bothered by any of this. They both overinflate who they think is following them."
So do you think if this comes to a head during the festival and the incarceration goes through, it won't be a very large crowd that they're putting in prison? Do you think it would be there would be lots of bloodshed, or do you think it would be a little thing?
I don't know for sure, but not everyone in town is one side or the other.
Okay.
Most people are neither.
Hypothetically, if we were to eliminate both Vargas and Walker, who do you think would step up to take control of the town?
If we were to kill you, hypothetically, if we killed your father,
he hates his dad. He's not going to care about that.
Okay.
If I
would a member of your father's staff, would your mother, would some other town official step in?
I think it probably depends on how things go, but I
think
most people would probably try to turn to Lucian, the priest, for support and guidance.
That's his name. Oh my god! This whole time I was trying to remember the fucking priest's name.
And I think
Actually, I got a
we
great idea.
need to speak to Lucian.
We need to turn Velaki into a theocracy government. Okay, that's what we need.
Now that's an idea Brunyor can
There
get
you
behind.
go.
All right,
I'm
Sounds
the
good.
Morning Lord. Bring
I
it.
gotta
I'm the
talk
Morning
to
Lord.
I gotta talk to Lucian now. All right, this is happening.
Okay, but actually, Lucian is the one like that is helping everyone and like trying to do something. So I literally like I had lost my train of thought and I was trying to remember this whole time like what I had been thinking about, and it was that we should talk to Lucian because he see, and there I go again. God, where is my brain tonight?
And side note,
We know it's not there. It's never there.
If we
Yeah,
eliminated
never here.
if we eliminated Walker and Vargas in any manner, it would open up to our anarchy because that's we just like drop the two heads of the like people and then like just dip. That would just drop.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Both of them clearly need to be neutralized in some manner, but to do that without a plan in place to fill the void is a complete mess.
Yeah,
So
and I'm not sure
there's
anyone, even Lucian, can be given.
I think we could talk to Erwin and we could talk to Lucian and
yeah, I mean we can talk to him.
or here's my plan. We just leave. We just go away.
That's what I'm saying.
No more Velaki. Just go. Bye.
Let them sort it out themselves.
Well, there is one issue with that, is that I got to pick up my armor.
That's why he's trying to
We need
save
our frog
them now.
knife.
And we need our frog knives.
Oh, we need our frog knives. Yeah, no,
man.
we are
We need our frog
now
knives.
fucking.
We still haven't talked to Van Richten Blinsky.
I got
We
a
still
great idea.
haven't.
Why don't we all attend the festival, except do neither of what they want us to do? Just sit there and laugh at them. We'll just smile in the back of the crowd and just
To go well.
do something. We just don't.
Yeah, what would they do if that would throw, like, honestly, that would throw them off so much. They'd be like, what?
Yeah, and then we'll
Like,
just
what is
dip in
happening?
the middle of like a crowd.
I'm here for it. Let's just go.
There's a certain level of hubris in thinking that we have the power to instate a new government. I mean, we really.
We don't have the power. That's not what we think, but we did this, essentially, so we have the responsibility to think of something.
Whatever we do, someone's gonna have to get attacked. Like someone's gonna be attacked. Like someone's gonna get hurt. I think.
Probably there is going to be some violence. We want to mitigate as much as possible. Here's what I am saying. I am not saying we have the power to fully install an entirely new government here. I am saying we need to speak to other members of this community who are involved in leading it in or understand the workings of it in some manner and see what they suggest as far as set next steps after neutralizing Wachter and Vargas.
Well, yeah, obviously. What I'm saying, beyond that, is that what if we come to them and they say that they have nothing for us or that they can't help us? What do we do then?
We'll have
Okay,
to deal
well,
with that when we
now who's overthinking?
I'm not
It's like
overthinking it. I'm not overthinking it. I just know that's what's going to
You're
happen.
shutting that down before we even try. You don't know. You literally don't know,
All
and we
right.
haven't even tried it. But Erwin is here, so let's just talk to him.
Yeah, I think at
Takes
this point
nothing.
we're gonna call it a night.
Yes, please. I'm sorry.
What? Call it a night? No, we got to talk to Erwin. I need to finish.
No. He's in bed. Everyone's in bed. It is midnight in game, and
Yeah.
Yes.
But that was an excellent session.
That was.
Honestly.
Ah, man, this is so hard.
Yeah.
I can't
I
do
don't
it.
know. I don't know if it lives up to last session, but it was still really good.
Yeah.
Last session is like very special.
Legendary.
This is like playing an
Yeah.
RPG, except the two decisions you get, like, both suck and there's no third option yet, and you can't figure it out what it is.
Yeah.
This is D&D,
And you
though,
can't just
so
come
you're
back
gonna
later.
make
You
third
can't just do a side quest and come back later.
Yeah,
exactly. Your days.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
I
we're
just
running out
want
of
to
time.
say, by the way, that everyone gets a level. because
Yo!
Whoa!
you have allied
Whoa!
with Victor Velakovich, your fated
This
ally.
room's our ally! He's our friend!
Yeah, no.
Way to go, babe.
Michaela was the first one to guess it, and
Yep.
she was right. So you guys, welcome
Level
to level
5,
5.
bro.
The first of the 5 prophecies is fulfilled. The party unites with their fated ally, Victor, a troubled young man previously surrounded by the wealth and madness of his father, the burgomaster of Vallaki. Now freed from the prison of his own home, Victor is able to accompany and aid the group in their hopeless task of liberating the city and instating a new political figurehead, all without letting the innocent people of Vallaki get caught in the crossbow fire.